Hey, Dad. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? There's a glare right there with the shiny paper. How you doing? Can you hear me? Bueller, Bueller. Let me type it in. Hi, Janet. Thank you. Thanks, Janet. Hi, Don P. Let's see. Teresa, Missy, Miriam, Pamela, Amelia, Animal. I keep wanting to say animal. It's Animal Lover, not Amelia. Charmaine. Let's see. Regina. Hi, guys. So, yeah. And here's Malibu, of course, just sitting here purring. She doesn't have a lot of space over here this morning. She's laying on one of the books. Hi, Arlene. How you doing? Let's see. Who else am I missing? Am I missing anybody? Thanks everybody for being here. Got my happy mail out this morning. And I got to go to the post office to mail a couple of things, but I got my in the mailbox mail outgoing. Let's see. I got 2 new books. Poor Toast took my suggestion and made these 2. So I want to try to use them today in these 2 journals. But I also pulled out idea collecting notebooks to talk about because I'm going to start another new journal, the one that Malibu's laying on. It's kind of like collecting your favorite things. It can be collecting your ideas, your favorite things, your favorite pictures, So, yeah, I'm going to start a new one. Hi, Raul. And let's see, Leona. Thank you again, Leona, for my gift card and for the napkins. I have them sitting over here. I wrote a note to myself, giveaway Wednesday. So we're going to do that today. We're going to give away the napkins that Leona sent. And let's see. Who else am I missing? Is this slip 2? I know I got a pile of stuff, and that's grabbing the light in different ways, but so hopefully we'll be good here in a little bit when I start going through stuff. Hope y'all are having a good week. It's Wonderful Wednesday, as Julie Topaz would say. Hi, Kim K. Got my lemon water. Malibu just said, okay, that's enough pets. I'm out of here. They're happy that Hubster is home. They did miss him, I think. Let's see. Tiff. Hi, Tiff. I don't know. Do I follow you, Tiffy? Do I follow you? I don't know. Seems kind of familiar, but let's see. When I first saw your arm, I thought it was my Lisa. Yes, because of the piles. It makes my hand look littler. It looks littler when there's piles of stuff. This is about 8 inches deep, this right here. Let's see. Thanks, Janet. Yeah. I think I've said everybody. Oh, Leona said something about zine. I got the outline of my. You got your outline of your zine story ready. Okay, you're farther ahead than I am. I'm going to get on mine this week. Now that Hubster's got settled back in after being gone for 5 days, I guess. He was gone 5 days. So let's see. And Raul got some of the happy mail. It's always nice when especially international, when international people get their happy mail. Hi, Marsh. How you doing? You're early. You are early today. I'm on time. Uh, how's everything going? How the chickens? How the chickens doing, Marsh? I'll have to show you this. Over the weekend when Denise and I went yard sailing, somebody in their yard, let me see if I can find it. I think it's in here. Somebody in their yard, here it is, had a giant chicken. So I stood behind the chicken and Denise took a picture. She took a picture of me behind the big chicken. uh, yeah, yeah. Well, I'm a couple minutes early. It's 8:30 right now, Marsh. Well, 8:29. It's 8:29. Uh, Hi, Lena. Uh, so yeah, I got out a whole bunch of idea books. Hi, Laverne. So now these aren't my like official three ring binder Society of Idea Collector notebooks. These are just like some random ones, and y'all have seen probably most of them. But I just brought them out to kind of review because I'm starting a new one. What do I got back here? It looks thick. Oh, I got some tabs back here. I already put tabs back here to use. So yeah, I got tabs ready. I didn't know that. I didn't even remember putting those in there. I did that a while back. Because I haven't got into this one yet. So I do like these 800-page sketchbooks. Now, just to forewarn, this paper in these either 6 or 800 sketchbook books, these are just copy paper. This is just cheap copy paper. So don't think when you buy the sketchbook that you're getting mixed media, texture, drawing paper. It's just copy paper. It's just copy paper, but it's perfect for collecting a lot of ideas. All these are the same. This one, got another one under here. This one's a little shorter. This one's a little shorter, but it's still the same kind of thing. This one's 600 pages. So yeah, kind of stack. And then this one is one of my deconstructed ones. I deconstructed this one and put a binder on it. I mean, a binding on it because I cut this one down. I wasn't going to add anything else to it except maybe a couple of notes. So I just went ahead and cut this one down so that it was manageable. This is kind of my now everyday one that I'm using at the moment. So yeah. So I got a whole bunch of them, but I just thought I would kind of review some of them before showing you how like I'd start one or how you could start one. It doesn't have to be this thick. It could just be one of those black, or colors. There's different color covers, but one of those just black cheap sketchbooks that you get at Michael's or something. It can be anything. It can be a composition book. It can be anything. So let's see. We had a nice chicken. Oh, nice chicken. Oh, I thought you were going to say we had some nice chicken. I thought, oh yeah, we ate out of the backyard this weekend. Marsh, Marsh raises chickens, so yeah. I didn't know if they had a pig. They had a picnic. Hi, Jasper. Who else am I missing? Kristen, did you see? Now, I already put it. In the book. Did you see where I put your comment? I didn't see your comment I guess it was last week. You said it, and I didn't. And I showed it on Monday. That something you said that was funny, and I put it in the Wingnut book. So you made the Wingnut book, Kristen. Even if you weren't here to see it. So it was really funny what you said about smacking and dragging. And anyway, I put that, it's in the Wingnut book. I showed it on Monday. Let's see, says her books, I'm gonna cut you down. I did. I cut that one down. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Am I missing anybody? So, so thanks everybody for being here. There's Tina. Good morning, Tina. Thanks for saying good morning to everybody. Thanks, Tina. I haven't heard how you and your mom are doing. I hadn't heard any updates. I hope you're doing okay. And and where's Pete been? Is Pete quit streaming altogether, Tina? I did see you mention a couple weeks ago, I think, that he was a guest on somebody's show, but I haven't seen him stream. Or have I just missed the notifications? I don't know. Mama's doing saying, okay. So I don't know if I'm just missing Pete's notifications or if he quit streaming or is he taking a break? I don't know. Let's see. Working. Yeah, that's okay, Kristen. I know I do that at other streamers too. I have to lurk a lot. A lot of lurking. Oh, he's taking a break. Okay, thanks, Tina. Because you can't just be at everybody's stream and do nothing else. I can't anyway. I have to be doing something, working on something, while I'm watching streamers. So y'all be working on something. At least take notes. Write down ideas that you get. Write down ideas. All right, so I got 2 new books. Let me go ahead and move some of this stack out of the way. Let me put my napkins. I'm going to do a napkin giveaway today. Do our napkin giveaway today. Let's see, where can I put that? That's not going to be good. I don't have any spot. I have no spot. All right, let's see if I can move some of this. And we'll go through this here in a little bit. But I kind of wanted to show. Ooh, that's a big pile. I wanted to show what we're going to do out of these books and these 2 journals. Now, these 2 are 2 of my collage journals. This one's, I'd started this in 2023. This one I started in 2021, 22, 23. So I've been working in both of them. Let's go ahead and do this one first, I guess. And I did tab some pages to where we might work today. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Let's see here. Let's zoom in one. Where we might work in these today. Bring the camera down just a little and use these books. Let's go ahead and show the books. Let's show these books first. Let me turn the brightness down because the black background. There we go. Okay. Hi, Brooke with the knee. Let's see. I said hi to Regina. Hi, Tori. If I miss you, I'm not meaning to. So thanks everybody for being here. Hi, Linda Rins. I sent Tim a little thank you something out. That was nice of Tim to send me the little sewing kit. That was so sweet. Okay, I got my thing popped up. There we go. If I do a rollover on anything down that bottom line, it pops up, whatever I roll over. Let's see. Okay, so let's go to show the books. So Poor Toast asked me if there were any topics that I would like books of. And I said sci-fi, science fiction, SF, or time. Because I like watches, clocks. Y'all know, I put a lot of that in my collages. Hourglasses, anything like that. So let's go ahead and look at them. And then we'll decide, then I'll show these books and we'll decide in what order we'll do things here. So, so hopefully we got good lighting here, but I love these books. Look at this. Look at this. It's like a spiral staircase from a watch. Just love this. Love that. I love them all. I like all. I mean, I love collage, so I'm going to love collage books. But I thought maybe we just go ahead and do a flip so y'all can see these. Tons of watches, clocks, and put on all different things. So I know, right, Raul? I love this one with the pyramids and this hour, the sands of time. So we'll just go ahead and do a quick little flip of them. Have you seen the movie Inception? I think I've seen parts of it. Hubster Hubster watches those a lot, and I think he went over. He told me about it, and I think I've seen clips of it. How long? It's an older movie. Has it been out a while? If it's brand new, then no. If it's a different, then it's a different one that I'm thinking of. Hi, Marguerite. So look at this. Isn't this cool? Very surreal and time oriented, you know. Let's see. I said hi to Regina. So very cool. Lots of mech and, lots of little, just different little additions to it. Yes, older twist. Yeah, yeah, yes. Then yes, and I've seen enough of it to. Well, I don't really remember it well, Raul, but yeah. And Hubs goes, remember this? And he's not explained it, but we talked about it because he probably watched it before I even saw a clip. So, and it's been a while. It has been a while. It's probably been some years. Let's see. I like this. Isn't it cool? I mean, you could almost just make a collage out of just the image itself and add some things to it. Look, donuts. Isn't donuts one of our zine words? Donuts is one of the zine words. I have them all here. Let's see. I got them in a little envelope, right? Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. I have my little envelope of info. So if y'all have not or don't know about the zine swap, you have until July 15th. So you got plenty of time. And if you want to know more about it, go look on my community tab. Like one back, because I put a book a week. So right before the last book, you'll see the community tab. I mean, in the community tab. Here's the 15 prompts. You can pick 3 or more to make a zine. But yeah, donuts was one. Okay, donuts was. Yeah, I thought so, Janet. So there's the 15 prompts, and you pick 3, at least 3. You got to use at least 3 or more to make the zine. So yeah, and all the information is in my community tab. Where's Terry this morning? I don't know. I haven't seen her this morning. Hope she's okay. I hadn't seen her. She did post on IG. She did do the prompt from Monday, the fantasy prompt. She did do the fantasy prompt. It was really good, Janet. It was a good one. So, look at this. I love the dress with all the watches. Hi, Julie Topaz. Happy wonderful Wednesday to you too. Happy wonderful Wednesday. So, thank you. Tina's putting links to the books in the chat. They just came out a few days ago. These are brand new ones. These are the Poor Toast and Kate Curry's newest ones. Aren't they cool though? Isn't it so much? Of course, y'all know I love anything with the time and the hourglass and the sand. Anything with time. So thank you, Poor Toast and Kate Curry. And you can follow Poor Toast on IG. There's his Instagram. There's his information there. And Kate Curry, I don't think is on Instagram. Last I saw, she's not. But anyway, you can find all their books on Amazon. So that's the Time Ephemera. And the other one is the Sci-Fi Ephemera. Oh, that's cute. So you're gonna get these books. I know they're so good. I was so happy that he made these books. If you make a request, he did. I requested the medieval and a couple others. And so if you tell Poor Toast a topic that you like, now they might already have it. So make sure you go look at Amazon and scroll through their books. They have 100 of them or more. I don't even know how many books they have anymore, but they have a lot. And so, go check them out and see if they have one of the topics that you are interested in. And if they don't, then, they might make one if you ask. So I love this. I love having giant planets. I've done this kind of theme thing in my abandoned altered books. I'm not pulling those out today because well, it's been a while since I pulled them out, but um, and gone and flipped them. Well, it hadn't been that long, but this reminds me kind of a Blade Runner right there. This kind of reminds me of Alien number 5 or something. I don't remember the numbers of them. There's a little alien there. So lots of mech and robots and little astronauts and things. I know, right? Yeah, you were gonna say that, Tina? Yeah, there's another one. And then this reminds kind of Star Trek. You know, what are the bad guys? With I can't think of it all right now. I got too many other things on my mind. If I start trying to think of every movie and every scene, we'll be here a while. Of course, this looks like Star Wars. So, but there's a lot of cute little things here too. Borg. Thank you, Deb. Borg. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh. So just so y'all can get a look. Hi, Ann Makes. How you doing? Did I say hi to you, Marguerite? Yeah, I did. So George Jetson needs to be flying around in here. Like it's the little cartoon George Jetson. Whenever I think of watching shows like Days of Our Lives. Yeah, that was they had a lot of sands of time, times of our lives. Yeah. I think the only and I haven't watched any soap operas in years. But when Young and Restless came out in 1972, I did watch Young and Restless for a while, but all the other ones I never really got into any soap operas. I was just not a soap opera person. But I mean everybody's heard all the General Hospital and knew all the names of them. There's the Borg cube, right? So that's the sci-fi ephemera and the time ephemera. Poor Toast and Kate Curry on Insta. I mean, Poor Toast on Instagram, but you can find the books on Amazon. Good lemon water. Total Recall. Yeah, Tina. Okay, so I'm going to do something with these in one of these books. So I did go through these. I haven't worked in these in a while, but I did go through them this morning and tab a few pages in each one to decide, to pick from to do, something out of these books. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's see. That's the newer one. Let's go through this one first. And of course, it's going to flash out the camera, the lighting. So let's see. Maybe I should. Let's see. It's not too bad. I'll flip through. We'll see how it goes. So these are my collage books, and I start them just by adding different elements like this, and then I paint them in and paint them out and paint them in. And so these are just, starters. Here's one I finished, and this one's got glitter on it. These pages are thick enough that if you put glitter on it, it's not going to affect the page behind that you work on. So these are really thick. Are they both out of, are they both? I'm trying to just see if they were from the Hobby Lobby or which ones they were. Because they're both the same. Yeah, these are from Hobby Lobby, both of these. They're the Hobby Lobby brand. I think 9x9. Let me see. Let me measure. 10 by 10. They're 10 by 10. What is a Malibu? I'm in here. Oh, you gonna bring me a mouse? Well, let me fix you a little bed in here. Oh, thank you. I'll fix you a little bed. Here. Since there's no room on my desk, I fixed her a little place to lay down right next to me. I know, they're spoiled. What can I say? There you go. And she's going right to it. Hi, did I say hi, you, Belinda? And so you can see how I start. I'll just glue things. A lot of times I'll glue things by color. So it doesn't matter if it's the same thing or the same theme. I'll go by color, and then that'll be the base for background. No, no, no. A toy mat. It's a toy fish. It's a toy fish, actually, Raul. No, not a real mouse. It's a toy fish, but it's about this big. She carries it in her mouth. It looks really funny to see her walking around with this big giant fish in her mouth. So you can see like color themes. So here's one we did. We've done most of these on stream, if not all of them, probably. Hi, Vagabond Style Debbie. I'm just flipping through a couple of my 10 by 10 collage books, and we're going to work out of these two new Pour Toast books today after I show a stack of idea collecting notebooks. So we'll see how much we get done today. And then I do try to this one's not varnished yet. I do try to varnish them eventually, these pages with the same varnish that I've shown that I use for my cards and postcards. But you'll see a few that are varnished, but this one's not too long ago, I don't think. So again, here's another one that's started. This is a background that I paint everything in and turn it into a world. But it starts, kind of like this. And sometimes I'll just tack things down like this. Not all this is some of my, let me see if I can say it right. Jelly plated deli papers. And I've not matte medium them all down yet, but I've just tacked them down with the glue stick. A lot of times I'll go through and just kind of tack things in with the glue stick until I'm ready to glue things down. I know, Ro. We do a lot of collage is one of my favorite things. That one's glued down. This one's glued down and started to be painted in. Here's one that I tagged to maybe work in today. Again, they're just tacked down for now. Some mud tissue paper, deli plated tissue papers. Or I think that's deli paper too. And so I'm just going to flip through them. Here's one that's done. This one's done in varnish. You can see the varnish. Let's see here. See, it's been varnished. It does make them look really nice when you varnish them. But make sure when you varnish them, you leave them open overnight. And that's the thing. I do more collages than I have time to varnish because you got to leave them out and open, to let them dry, at least dry overnight when you varnish them. So that's one we did. I like to tap my down so I can still tuck things in. Yeah, until you decide to glue it. And guys, if y'all talk to me, put it in caps, okay? Because otherwise I'm more than likely to miss it. If you're talking to me and you don't put it in caps, I probably will miss it. So make sure you put it in caps. Tiff said my cat Mooman. Mooman. Is that the name of your cat? Mooman? Loves your coffee and art. Oh, thanks. You must have been watching for a while, Tiff, if you're saying coffee and art in the morning, because I don't usually call it that hardly anymore, but that's what we started out as coffee and art in the morning. Let's see, I tagged you on IG a couple of weeks ago of him watching. Did I see it? Did I answer it or like it, Tiff? I don't know. Is your name on Instagram the same as it is here? If it's the same as it is here, I'll find you later. Here's another one that I've tagged and maybe work on today. So all the ones I just went through them this morning and put tags on some of the ones that I want to consider working on today. Like this one maybe. Because I'm going to do something out of either the time or the sci-fi or both, so. Let's see. Hi, Nanamo. So this is another one I tagged. tag this one. I like this one for time because it just kind of feels like from space, to the jungle, to, almost could put a dino in there. I don't know. So these are all just kind of ready to work on. Sometimes I'll go through a whole book and just put things in it, go through my collage fodder and just start tacking things in. This is another one I tagged. And then go back and work on them. So you can see a lot of them are based on color combinations as far as, starters. So I always have something to work on. Trust me, I never run out of, even if I have to start from scratch. So there's that one. And this one I started in 2021. And then I've done it worked in this one for a couple of years. And then this one was started this year. Oh, well, 2023. Sorry, not this year. I need to dash this and put the 2024. And I need to do that in the other one too. And if it goes even farther, who knows how long it'll take me to finish them, because I just work on them when I feel like it. This one is done. This was our Ode to Frida. Let's move that over. There we go. It's better. Okay. The light's being blocked by my stack of journals right there. Hi, Tex. Let's see who else. I missed you. So, and this one's been varnished. I feel a sneeze coming on. This one we've done these on stream, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we've done these on stream. This one's varnished. So they look really nice after you varnish them. But again, you got to, set them aside and let them dry. But I did like this one. I like my little astronauts wrangling things. Like these wrangling time. I do like to do that. This one was from 2023. This one, I had some other octopi down here and over here, and I didn't like it, so I painted over the whole thing. And we go, oh no, don't paint it. Well, we'll bring them back. We will bring them back. And we did. We brought them back. You can see all their arms. This would have been good because octopus is one of the zine. So it's lawn chair, paints, jewel, pink, gothic, octopus, donuts, fly. And again, take fly. It could be a bug or it could be your flying. You can make it different things. Cave, any letter, mirror, broom, Surratt, the artist Surratt, any decorated letter, and ship. And these were just randomly picked out of the bowl. So this is what happened. This was what came up. So you can pick 3 or more and do the zine. So let's see. Good lemon water. So yeah, there's another. Of course, I like fish. I like time, fish, water, space, planet, waterfalls, fog, mist, doors, portals. Those are all some of the things I like. And every now and then I throw in a chicken. This one's not been varnished. So you can see the difference when they're varnished and when they're not varnished. See, they just look a little flatter, not varnished. So I like to varnish them. Like this one's varnished. A little astronaut down there. This one's still in the middle of being painted. This one's done and it's varnished. This one was 2023 as well. And I don't do them in order. I don't start at the front of a book and work back, because if you do that, and this one's kind of starting to see how the spine's starting to warp, it gets worse. It gets worse the farther you get, and there's no getting it flat back again. Once your spine gets warped like that, you can't get it back. So you want to work some in the front, some in the back, some in the front, some in the back. Hi, Anne. Anne, I thought you were on and hi, Christopher. Anne, I thought you were on a cruise this week. I thought you were cruising the world. Here's my little astronaut. I got half of them down here and half of them over here. But I did tag this one to maybe use that. Same for this one. Oh, I might use that one. So if y'all missed it, Anne or anybody, these are the two new books that Poor Toast made at my request. I requested time and sci-fi, and he did both. He and Kate Curry. So thank you, Poor Toast. I want to work in one of these books today, but we're going to show some idea books too first. Hang on, guys. Oh, Malibu, you're so cute. I gotta sip of my lemon water. I'm gonna lose my voice. Don't want to lose my voice. I'll pour a little more in there. Let's see. Oh, you're back. Oh, it was a 3-day cruise. Okay. Well, welcome back, Anne. So there's this one. This one I like for time. Of course, I've already started with the watch. Y'all know I could put a watch in space, outer space, on everything I do. I try not to, but I could. So these are some in progress with different color combos. This one's done. I really like the way this one turned out. And this is where the astronauts got this fish fuel is what I titled this one. Fish fuel. Anyway, so I got this one. Now, see, this is what happened when I did not let it dry completely. This is what happened. So I have to fix that. I did not let the varnish dry 100%, so I've got to go in and repair. I got to make repairs because I didn't let it dry. So you do gotta make sure your varnish is dry before you close the book, because yeah, you will glue your pages together if not. Let's see. Yeah, Ruh-roh. Yeah, I'll fix it. So just some more little pieces of, tack down images. This one's not as full as the other one. This one's the newer one, so it's not as full. I did put the tab on this one. This one I started. Love this. Love the I love all of this. Love the colors on this one. Here's one we did not too long ago, and I did varnish it. I'd like to eventually have this full and finished, both these books finished and varnished. But, So that's this one. I think I saw one in here I liked better. But these are two of my, see the spine? These are two of my most current collage books, other than my abandoned places, the abandoned castles, abandoned places, my Carrie and Connolly books. Those are my reverse collage, where I have images and pictures already there and I paint away. I reverse it. I get rid of things in the images and then add things to it. These are all started from scratch. So let me let's see, where can I put this one? Let's move this out of the way. Put my little zine pack here to the side, so I have room. All right, so that is what we're going to do here in a little bit, is work in one of those books with those new collage books. Thank you, Tina. Did I say to you, Mama Thor? I think I did. Melinda, good morning. Say hi to Jasper. Okay, so I was saying earlier, at the beginning, that I love, these are my favorite books. Well, pretty much my favorite. I mean, sometimes it's at the moment favorite books, but I love these big 800. Sometimes they're 600, sometimes they're 800. This one was a 600 page, and it's a little bit smaller. It's not as tall. But these are just 8.5 by 11. It's all copy paper. It's just, copy paper. Sometimes they come with numbers. Sometimes they don't. But it's just copy paper. You have to realize that when you buy this. This is not mixed media. It's not drawing paper. It's just thin, thin copy paper in these books. I like them for ideas. Some I'll sketch and do other things in it, but if you add any watercolor to this, it's going to wrinkle immediately. So, I like these for idea books. So, but what I do like about another thing I like about it is I also have another bigger one here with the same kind of concept. It's one of these big sketchbooks, and it's my favorite things. And that's what I'm going to try to start. I want to start another one that's this size. I have this one, and I do add things to it occasionally. And it's my favorite things. It's just all kinds of favorite things. I like. There's Mona. I'm sure there's some lemurs. I think I saw a lemur in there. This one's not quite full in the back here. But yeah, there's one of my lemurs. So I add just favorite things that I like. Color combinations. And this paper is thicker in a sketchbook, right? So if you use one of these, like I can paint all over these because this is thicker. This is sketchbook paper, right? So but it's like favorite things in here. But I wanted to do a smaller, because this is wieldy and it's very heavy, especially when you start adding papers to it. These are thick, but the paper is so thin. It is easy to continuously add to this kind. And I'm going to show you a few of them I have over here. Yes, it's not the paper. Good one, Tina. The paper is not Tina approved. And, like a lot of color books that you buy off of Amazon and stuff, they have that thin paper. And Tina does not like those. Miss Tina does not like the thin paper. I will work with it. I mean, it's not my preference, but I don't mind it. Tina, does not like to work with it at all. Oh, thanks, Nanamo. So I thought, I would just maybe I haven't put my name in it. I've done nothing. I don't think I've done anything to it. No, that came in there too. Gives you a copyright. You can put the, years or whatever there. So this one is my 800-page sketchbook. This one, let me give you the ISBN for this particular book. Now, I guess it's still there. I've had this one for probably over a year because I've been working in all these other ones. So here we go. There's other ones just like it with probably different covers because it's all the same paper. Some of, like I said, some have numbers, pages, and some do not. 979-875-190-1035. Okay. And you can see, they're a couple inches thick. Would you glue? No, I never glue. I've never done that, Anne. I've never glued pages together. It doesn't matter what project I've ever worked on. I don't even like to think about gluing pages together. Isn't that terrible? But I don't glue anything together. I just work with what it is. If I don't like that kind of paper, then I won't buy that kind of book. But it doesn't bother me like it does Tina. Okay. So I'm going to show you. I pulled some of them here that I've worked in. This is the same. This is 800 pages. This started out just like this one. And you can still see I got quite a bit left back in here. I still have quite a bit of room. And sometimes when they get that full, I just move on to a new book. Then this one's got a lot of my favorite things in it. Not really too much worked in it, but I just I would probably say I'm kind of working in this one more than any of the others. But I wanted to show you, if you wanted to start one, I wanted a blank one. I wanted one from scratch, right? And then this one started out, I think, as one of these. Was it one of these and I cut it down? No, it was this size. Okay. So this one started out as this size, which is a little shorter. It's like 8 by 10 rather than 8.5 by 11, but it's the same kind of paper. It's copy paper. This one's not numbered, but this one started out as one of these. And then I moved on, but I wanted all the information that I had in this one. So I cut it off. I cut it more than in half. Oh, thanks, Tina. I cut it more than in half because I wanted to keep all this. Oops, upside down. I wanted to keep all this because I tabbed it. It's got lots of ideas in it. So, this one is more ideal collecting rather than things I love collecting, like this one is things I love kind of collecting stuff. And so I haven't really done too much in this one because this is the last one I really kind of started working in. But I wanted to show you a blank one. So if we wanted to start one from scratch, I move from book to book. It does not bother me to work in multiple sketchbooks, multiple portfolios, it just doesn't bother me. Once in a while, it doesn't happen too often. I have to go, what book was that in? Because y'all know I got those I got these big sketchbooks. I have 2 of these that I'm working in. Now, this paper is nicer. This is nicer paper in this. This is like sketchbook quality paper. These are huge, and they're not cheap either. I did reinforce with gaffer tape. I reinforced the spines on these, but these are humongous. And I work out of 2 of these more like sketchbooks. These are more sketchbook collected stuff rather than idea collected. There are ideas in here too, but it's a lot of my sketches, prints that I want to keep, and drawings. And I just showed these a couple, maybe last week or the week before. So but these are more sketchbooks rather than idea or favorite thing collecting. These are more idea and image collecting. Of course, you can combine them all in one. Let me get this back over here. You can combine them all in one. You can have, but if you're going to do sketches and drawings and that kind of thing, you probably want one of those other kind of actual sketchbook paper. This kind of stuff is just copy paper. I cannot say that enough. Right? I cannot say that enough. Don't think that you're going to be doing a lot of any kind of marker, watercolor, ink, too much ink. You can do some ballpoint pen sketch. I do a little bit of sketching, but let's be realistic. It's copy paper, right? But I do like to collect my ideas. And of course, I also do my 3-ring binders, which I'm not pulling the 3-ring binders out today. This is just my current by the bed book. So when I have ideas and it's by the bed, I do have different topics kind of laid out here, right here. So that and here's my extra tabs. Like in this one, I have supplies and patterns. And like, for instance, here is my distress oxides and my distress ink, swatches in here, because if I go to the Hobby Lobby or Michael's or whatever, I don't want to rebuy these if I have them already. So I have them on swatches now. So, but anyway, supplies and patterns can be anything. Like it could be a honeycomb, it could be feathers, it could be a grid, it could be anything that just fits, right? And then that way I have kind of be able to find things a little bit. Quotes, lyrics, and stories, mind maps and sketches, lists, anything Barbie. Got that one pink. My Barbie photography ideas. Studies, classes, courses, anything like that, streams, anything to do with streaming, or my books. Now, this is not my book. This is not a book journal. It's just like maybe my book list, what I want to post on the community tab in YouTube, and then collage ideas. And then I have these, tabs. So when I go back here and want to find, okay, so I know this has to do with collage. This one has to do with collage. Do I have any more at the top? Yeah, look here, top, more collage with stream ideas, collage up here. So, yeah, so I have them broke out by topic. There's a big section here. This is pretty new. This one's kind of new. Mind maps and sketches. So this is my current by the bed ideas. So I have a pen at the ready. This is my favorite writing pen. Not that any of this matters. Even, you might get some ideas. Write it down. I love my Sharpie pens. Now, these are not Sharpie markers. Sharpie pens do not bleed through. So I love me my Sharpie pens. And I usually just kind of like that. There we go. All right. So that's pretty much all that to see in that book. All right. And again, I don't want to spend too much time on this because I do want to do, at least one collage in from the time or the science fiction one. Let's see. Yes. Well, and I always tell people too, oh, you got so many supplies and your room is full of books and journals, and I've got hundreds. I mean, I've got hundreds of journals and sketchbooks. But I've been in this room, in this studio room for at least 22 years. It might be going on 23 now. It's probably 23 years. I've been in this room, in this studio room. So, and working. So it's not like I just picked this up yesterday and go, oh, Oh, is Terry okay, Arlene? Arlene's saying Terry says hi, or she can't get it in, or what? What's going on? All right. So this one was one that I did. What year did I do this one? Do I have a date in this one? I'm sure I did at some point. I might have cut it out. Let's see. 2022. This was one from 2022. And again, I tabbed it. So this one has a lot of different tabs, and that's why there was a lot of information in this one. So I did not want to, I didn't want to waste the other half of the book. So I just cut it in half, or cut it, and this is maybe a third, and then just gaffer tape the binding just to reinforce it. But I have tons of good ideas in this one. This one's really full. This one's got a lot of stuff in it. So, and I do refer back to this one, especially my Barbie. I've got tons. I don't know how many Barbie photography projects I have. I got more than one. Here's the nice thing about doing tabs is, like, for instance, I have a tab here for Barbie. Well, let's just say I filled that section up. Then I just make a new tab back in the back with Barbie. So I have plenty of, you just re-tab it, and you can continue using the same thing, but you can still tab things in a non-ring binded book. You could just make a new tab in the back, right? Hi, Missy. Did I say hi to you already? I did. So this is some of the ones I have here. I have like actions, like I have lists. So I have lots of lists in this one. This is really a good list book that I have. I have physical actions. I have lists of verbs, emotional actions, like understanding, deciding, and they're good lists to use to recombine for new ideas, right? So lots of actions. And then I just have concepts. So this one's a bunch of Barbie photography, all the things that I've done in Barbie photography. I've got way over 100 Barbie photography pictures now on Instagram. And then more ideas, like when I did Obi-Wan Kenobi and just different, projects. Then I have fabric projects, which those are few and far between, but I have notes in case. They're just general notes. I have different topics, things to scan, papers. And I got the hiccups now from my lemon water. Different techniques, stories, symbols, myths, colors and patterns, lost civilizations, discoveries and inventions, quotes, journal themes, fonts and type, mind map, sticker ideas, Society of Idea Collector ideas, zines, and some of these are from the zine swaps that we've done. And I have notes on those. Fabric ideas, myths and legends, more myths and legends, and lists of those. Science, nature. What else is here? Culture, colors, stencils, stamps. Another section on zines. Shapes, and all different kinds of things to do with shapes. More lists, retro, swatching, or if not swatching, actually there are swatches in here, but I'll make list of things to swatch. Mother Goose, because we did a Mother Goose zine swap. I have all kinds of different Mother Goose poems in here at the ready for when we did that. So when we had the Mother Goose zine swap, I wrote down, I don't know, 10 maybe different Mother Goose poems so that I could kind of decide which ones I wanted to do. Well, I ended up doing Little Miss Muffet and I ended up doing Barbie photography. Can you see the invention section? We'll see. Let me continue here. I don't want to get too bogged down because I have a lot to do here. So we'll see. Little Miss Muffet, and I did it with Barbie photography. Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet, eating her curds and whey. So it's all, Barbie photography that I made the zine out of. Along came a spider and sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. And then there she's running like crazy right there. And one of these, I don't know if I put there is one of the photos I did with her. There's a cat next to her. This one, I think the cat's not in this one. So we did this zine swap in 2022. So that was, I thought I had a paper clip in here, maybe not. So that was the Mother Goose. Let's just put that tacked in there. Then I have different paper illustrations, more lists. Anytime I have a new list, I'll make a new list section. Book notes, fashion, collage, more Barbie. Here's more Barbie ideas and Barbie photographies that I've done there. Lots of Barbie there. Barbie. Try to put pink so I can find it easy. And then words, definitions. I love words and definitions. Here's different, and I did this on stream, but we've done this many times. And I'll show y'all how to do a general list. If you don't know how to, what kind of list do I make? Do I just, prompt list? Well, then just make lists of person, and that can be anything living. It can be bugs, birds, fish, anything, person, place, thing, and occupation. If you want to add another one, add transportation, and then just number them. And I've got hundreds of those in my binders, but I just showed real quick here because I can tell how messy it is that I did this on a stream. And then you can pick from your list. And then here's some different, what you call it? I forget his name now, but I bought his book. These aren't his exactly, but they're different paper cutouts that I got inspired by from his book. It's in there somewhere. But anyway, so that is, what did you want to do? Inventions? Invention section. Let's see. Let me see what I got here. Let me read a couple. That's discoveries and inventions. That's anything discovered or inventions. And I don't have the list in here. This is things to do from the list. I don't have a lot of the full-on list in this book because I have so many other books with lists that I've done over years and years and years. So this one doesn't have the list. This is more projects to do with those other lists. Okay, so and again, this is just kind of like a little extra reference book. Okay, let's see what else we got. So this, like I said, this is kind of my newer one. So I'll just kind of quickly do a little flip through of some of the images. Some of these are the from John Deerian images that I like. So again, this one doesn't really have much writing or anything in it. It's just some images to start. But I wanted you to see this is kind of like my newest one. And what I do is anything I have collected up or in a stack, or you just want to continuously add things to it that you like. And I just glue stick these in. You can start a book by doing that, but you want to kind of fill it from front to back to front to the middle, because otherwise the spine will warp, especially if you add any wet medium. See how this is not warped? It's because I've gone front to back to front. And then you can fill it up with something on every page, and then you've got a full book for you to then put lists or ideas or notes or book notes or anything you want. Or just if you find something like, all right, here we go. Here's a picture of some circus animals. All right, so you can go from this and then mind map over on this side everything that you can think of with the circus. Just put circus, the word circus in there. This can be your inspiration. And you could write, no, you don't have to write down every animal that you would see in a circus, especially if you have a picture. But you can write ideas down about the circus. If you wanted to write a story about a circus, have you seen movies about circus? Have you, just any kind of notes that you want on the circus or any topic that you have collected your, favorite images about. It's a way to collect your ideas. Okay. So let's see, I got these two. I got two more quick ones. And then we will, I might find a few things to glue in here. I just kind of wanted to show you this was going to be my newest one. All right, let's see. Do I have any questions? Giant sketch. Oh, thank you, Tina. And then again, this one's a 600 page, and it's like an 8 by 10, I think. Let's see. 8 by 10, where this one's 8.5 by 11. So it's just, it's just more copy paper. That's all it is. Or, if you don't want to buy the book, go buy a ream of copy paper. I have, well, let me slide this over here, show you this one right down here. I have this portfolio of sketches. It's all copy paper of different sizes. It's got small ones, big ones. See, like this kind of paper. So I have a wad of, let's see what size it is. It's 11 by 14. It's 11 by 14. Or I might have cut it down. Yeah. So you can just buy bigger copy paper. So I keep that kind of in here so that I have lots of, I can just do sketches in here. Different sketches and ideas for projects or, things that we've done here. So I've got, this is just loose papers. This is all loose paper ideas here. Just telling you, you don't ever run out of ideas if you write them down, people. Oh, here, this is my walrus. Here's my walrus sketches from the last zine. This is the last zine. This is how I laid my zine out for the last one we did last year for the walrus. Here's my notes. Here's some little cutouts of some walruses. Here's how I laid out the layout. There's some little walruses. Here's, this is going into something else now. So, but those are my ideas left over from the walrus. This is brush lettering. Some more sketches, more papers, more. I love me some octopi. So I draw them a lot. Just like I do roosters or chickens, I got a lot of octopi drawings. I like them. Some other little things that I was doing for stickers. Another octopi. So just kind of all kinds of mind maps and sketches. And so these are all loose. So if you just like to, and I do like to work like this sometimes because it's freeing. If you're not in the book, you go, I'm going to mess up the book. Well, if you're just working on loose sheets of paper, and a lot of this is just ballpoint pen. This is ballpoint pen. Thanks, Julie. Ballpoint pen with a little bit of addition of a brush pen. Oh, where's my ballpoint pen? Just a big pen and a little bit of a brush pen because I like to I scribble shade. So my shading is more scribbly, and it's just real loose and real, And then if there's something that I know I'm going to need heavy blacks in, rather than just sitting here going, you can just take a brush pen and just kind of fill it in where it's going to be solid black, right? It's just quicker, and then you can kind of feather that out. Because I love me some ballpoint pen. Do I ever rest? Well, this is not tiring to me. This does not make me tired. So, I've always got, a notebook handy if I want to. Here's one of my hand carved stamps that is the top of a violin, and I turned them in little snails. I don't even know what's all in here. Let's see. Fried egg trees. These are color combinations. What is this? This is my sketch for my Inkwood Tober poster. Last year I did Inkwood Tober on a big poster, and I drew 31 animals, one a day until the end of the month. You only saw one. I posted one a day on Instagram. So you did not see the whole poster until the 31st. You have a heavy hand when drawing. Oh, the gels aren't some too chunky. Well, I'll tell you the easiest way to stop being heavy-handed is move your hand back. Move your hand back to here and draw. Draw from here, Raul. You can't. It's hard to be heavy-handed when you hold your pen way back here. And I'm telling you, that's the easiest way to be light-handed, is to hold the pen further back. Yeah, so this, and I'd show it to you, but I think it's in the closet, not in my stack next to me over there. And so this was my sketch for Inkwood Tober, and it did come out exactly like this. I wanted to go through and find places for all my animals. This year, I want to do Ink Farm Tober. And in my blue book, that blue one that I said sits next to my bed all the time, I have the list of all the animals and everything that I want to do for Ink Farm Tober in October of this year. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do a poster again. I did insects for Insectober, Inkwood Tober. I like doing a poster because one of the things I like about that is I just have to worry about posting one little thing a day. Now, what does take the longest is after you finished with everything, posting one little animal a day, those last couple days, I have to fill in the background, either ink it all in with a brush. I get out my brush and my ink bottle and my brush and start filling in all the background, because that does take some time, like painting around all your animals. Because I don't do that till the end, because I'm not sure. I have to have room. I have to have room for 31 things. So anyway, this year I'm gonna do farm animals. So I don't even know what all is in here. I got lists and sketches and themes and mind maps, and some of these are sketches from what I wanted to do with what do you call it? Inktober more. So yeah, just got lots of different, but sometimes it's just freeing. It's freeing to use just blank paper. Some of my monk things. Years ago, I was working on a story about a monk, time traveling monk. But it didn't get too far. But every now and then I still want to draw monks because I have that story in my head. More lists. And, so anyway, yeah. So I'm just showing you this to say, if you're intimidated by a sketchbook, just get you a wad of copy paper. You can get big sheets, small sheets, and yeah. So this just kind of sits under my desk when I can just grab out some paper out of here or pull this. I know it's a hot mess. Don't email me, but it's handy. It's handy. It's on a handle and everything. It sits right here under my desk, so I can just pull from it. Okay, these are a little more neat and organized. These are a little neater and a little more organized. Is Inktober a challenge somewhere? Regina, Inktober was started by Jake Parker, probably about, I don't know how many years. I've been doing it, I think. Julie always has to correct me. She easily remembers. I think this coming year will be my 10th year of doing Inktober every year for 10 years and completing it. You do a drawing every day in the month of October. Just look up Inktober, Google Inktober, you'll find it. They make an official list every year. It usually comes out in September, the end of September sometime. But I never do the list that they give. You don't have to do the list they give you. The idea is just to draw in ink for 31 days. And that's usually, where I get my most inking in. Because, most of my artwork is not inking. My sketches and stuff I love to do in ink. But my projects and stuff are color pencil, pan pastels, collage, mixed media, paint, acrylic. So I don't do a lot of just inking, but in October of every year, I do try to, and I have so far completed um 10 years. It's on a channel. Well, not it's not really, it's because everybody, thousands and thousands of people do it, Regina. It's not like, and you post on Instagram, or you can post it anywhere. I post on Instagram every day, but it's not like you go post on somebody's channel. Jake Parker would probably not appreciate a million people posting on his website. You post it on wherever you post your social media art, anywhere you post your art. I post on Instagram. Yeah. But if you really want to finish, and some people don't finish it, some just say, well, I'm just going to do a few. But I always try, and so far have. I don't want to say, oh, I'll always finish, because you never know what can happen. I do try to finish, and I have finished, I think, 10 years of Inktober. But he's been doing it for probably 12 to 15 years, maybe. I'm not sure exactly what year he started it in. Okay, so this one is another, just different projects. This one was 21, 22. And if I add some more stuff to it, I'll put 24. I can work in books for it doesn't, dates do not mean anything to me, as far as, I did this little thing, I did this in, whatever day. It just, I try to put the year. I'm good about putting the year on my art. But so this is just different little, this is kind of the same kind of thing that I want to start a new one of. Okay. And that's like, I like these colors, so I punch them out. I put them on here. This right here is a little quote from an idea book that I have. I can't remember. I have to go down and look. It's downstairs somewhere. But this is some different ideas of collecting ideas, like collecting repository, a vault, compilations, archive. I might have added a couple of my own words in there. And then I always tell people, you want to do lists, quotes, ideas, art themes if you're an artist, your mediums, and I always do books and sketches. So, but I like these colors, so I punch them out. So this is probably how this page started, was with these little punch outs, with a punch out of a magazine. I like those colors. I like that designs, something about that page in the magazine I like. So I punch these out. I glued them on a blank page. And then maybe months later, I came back and added stuff. So, okay. So Julie said Inktober started in 2009, according to Google. Okay. So, yeah, 2009. I think I've been doing it since, 10 years ago. 10 years ago. So I would have probably started in 2013 or 14. Something like that. So, yeah. And then sometimes I'll just want to doodle, like write some notes. There's my signature. And I just wrote vision, imagination, treasure. I cut this out, or it was a sticker, one or the other. I liked it, so I put it in there. Then I glued something over the top of this. It's kind of just like collecting things you like. And then you can go back and write other things. Always ask your questions. And I do try to put this at the beginning of a lot of my journals, because I never want to forget to ask the questions. Ask your questions at whatever project you're doing, and then take notes. It can be the stupidest, silliest stuff. I mean, you could have this clock right here. Who, what, where, why, who owns this? Where did it come from? What year is it? Why did they buy this alarm clock? It's very loud. Why did they get this a loud one? Does somebody need to get up early? Are they a hard sleeper? You're just continuously writing ideas down. And then you may or may not do anything with them at the moment, but you'll have lots of ideas, so that when you say, oh, I don't know what to do for that zine swap. I got the prompts here, 15 prompts. What am I going to do? I tell you, if you have a book like this, flip through it, you will never run out of ideas. And when you get tons of these sketchbooks, idea books, collection books, You will always have ideas. But, people that I talk to, they go, I don't know where you get all your ideas. You have so many ideas. I don't have any ideas. I have no imagination. Oh, yeah, you do. You just never wrote them down. That's the difference between us. You never wrote yours down, and I've written mine down. So anyway, here's from that book, Notes on Color. It's a little book. It's a little book series, and those books were kind of expensive, but this was off the cover, I think. And I like the color combination, so I just copied it. So I wrote that in here, just different little things. Oh, here's how mind mapping based off of a color. I did a whole bunch of colors. I think we might have done some of this on stream too. Yeah, here's different things for here's what you can do. Here's some ideas. Got to write them down now. Mind maps, lists, questions, quotes, opposites, combine and recombine, different eras, countries, cultures, colors, places, occupations. You could add transportation. Transportation is one. I always forget to write it down, but I always like to try to remember to do transportation. If you write everything down you can think of, see, it's a little bit of work. I think that's probably what some of it is people don't want to work at it. But when you love something, whether it's music, art, math, computers, whatever it is that you love, it's not really work. It is, but it's not. It's work, but you don't mind the work, because you love doing it. But the thing is you got to love doing it. If you don't love art, I like music. I like listening to it. Do I love it enough to want to learn to sing well, play a musical instrument? No, I don't. And I realize that. I don't have time for it. I don't have the energy. It's not a desire in my heart to learn how to play music or sing well. So I'm not going to do it well. Well, it's the same thing with art. People say, oh, I wish I could draw like you. All I could do is draw a stick figure. Well, do you love it? You're going to spend your time, your money, your effort, your energy working at it? Well, no. Well, what I can't, it's not for you. You can still learn how to doodle or draw or sketch. Everybody can do that. Like Janet says, if you can write your name, you can draw, because you're drawing when you write your name. So you can do some. But if you don't love it, you're not going to do it. All right. So these two images are out of one of those, not a Flow magazine, but one of those magazines of, inspiring you to write lists and stuff. It's one of those. I can't remember what one, but I like these images. I like the colors. I think the colors are what I like the most, because look, I made colors of them. The pink, the yellow, the peach, the salmon, and the black. And so I made a little color chart thing off of these colors because I liked it. So this is what I'm talking about when you want to make a new book based on things that you like and collect. So I like these images. I cut them out. I slapped them in the book. Maybe I probably did this. And then maybe later I went back and added other things. Are y'all getting kind of where I'm going with this? Are y'all smelling what I'm stepping in? That's what Denise always says. You smelling what I'm stepping in? Draw a spam meat can. I think I might have done. I've actually kind of done. I think I've done that role. So these are kind of ideas and collections. So these kind of books for me are ideas, Society of Idea collection, lists, mind maps, just pretty things I like. Cut things out of a magazine, but it's not really, I wouldn't call these I don't do glue books. I don't do books where I just glue in images, but there's nothing wrong with that. You collect images however you like to collect images. I like to have room to write things, lists, notes, even just writing, doodling out some lettering, fonts, and the other thing too is, even if you just keep a pen at hand or close by, when you're watching TV, or, I like the Discovery Channel, a History Channel. If there's a show on about the Knights Templar or something like that, I'm ready to write down some new notes, do some sketches, draw some knights, some armor, some castles. I'm ready to do something with it. So, just keep things handy. Wow, it's stinky. Good one, Kristen. Kristen's going to be making that wingnut book again. But I have found, and I've talked to Jan about this, when people go, well, they want to, people say they want to learn to draw, or that, and I know a lot of it has to do, I know people have busy lives, they have time, they're taking care of family, they have little kids, but you can always have a little notebook with you. Some sketchbook, I would recommend probably a composition notebook. Composition notebooks have lines where you can write, you can draw right over the top of the lines. They're cheap. You can get them for 50 cents or $1. You can fill one up a month and just scribble and doodle and write notes. So even in between, if you have to change diapers or you're at work and you only got, a 30-minute lunch break, keep that book with you and write down your notes, your ideas. And even if it's someday I want to ... fill it in, because that way you'll feel like you're at least working towards those things that you want to do at some point. You got to remember, this is the first time I've had a full on room of a studio in my whole life. I've had a drafting table in the corner of every room I've lived in, probably. But, to have a whole room to do all my art that I love, hi, Devin. That's just been in the last 23 years that I've been in this house. Because, I've moved so much. Grew up in the military, married the military, moved all the time. And I've always worked when the kids were growing up, So it's even part-time. But if you love it, you will find a little scratch of time somewhere, Okay, so anyway, you can see how it's just something, the colors. Let's see what else. I'm trying to kind of, all right, so here's the Sharpie S Note. Those are all the colors that I have of the Sharpie S Note. Here's some, a new rubber stamp that I got that at the time. I mean, I didn't just get this, I have it, but this is when I got it. I stamped out some there. Here's the Pentel's Signo pins, XF micro brush pens. I think I've since given those to Cameron. More stamping, bunch of stamping. And then deconstruct, reconstruct. Here's a bunch of colors. Oh, and then here, this is a great one for inspiration. If you don't know where to start, what to do, other than lists, questions, quotes, this is where I would tell you to go next. If you've never done any of this stuff before and it's just all kind of new to you. Yeah, I know, right? I know, but I like to write, and a lot of people don't. Denise does not like to take notes in notebooks. She does everything on her phone. But she's got a full-time, very busy job. So that's how she does her notes and ideas. She puts it on notes. What is that called? iNote or something like that. She does that, and however you collect your ideas, you just got to collect them. The thing about being a visual artist, you really want a book. Denise is she doesn't have any desire to be a painter, a artist. She likes to, do her scavenger hunts. And I'm just throwing Denise out there because, I can. She's my daughter. You know what I mean? Annie, her hobby, she likes to cook. She does all kinds of cooking and recipes and, stuff like that. So, but whatever you do, especially though, if you're a visual artist, you need a book. You got to write it down, All right. So here, and I don't know how many, I just did the basic colors. We got yellow. I'll tell you what I got here. Orange, red. I probably try to do it in our in the rainbow order. Purple, pink. But you can do, like, here's olive green, and I haven't done anything with it, okay? Here's just green. lime green, just some stickers that I liked, teal, blue, gray, and do I have to skip over? Yeah, some I just did some doodles in there. So I saw this quote in a magazine. You see what you seek is seeking you. Black, more notes. I think I have white in here, brown. Probably have white. Did I say gray? Oh, there's sienna. Of course, what you call it. Mona's my muse. Okay, so peach. There's white, light peach, white, and then more post-it notes. And I take a lot of notes on post-it notes. I always have post-it notes handy. So if I don't have a book next to me, I always have a post-it note. I've got a stack of them in the drawer next to my bed. And in the middle of the night, if someone I'll give you an example. The other day, I didn't have someone's address. They emailed it to me. I was already in bed. I saw, oh, somebody's got that. So I just reached over, got my pen, got my post-it note, wrote down that address, done. It's ready to go. But then if it's an idea that comes to you, you can write it down on the post-it note and then stick it in your book later. There's pink. You may or may not use that idea, but you need to write it down. That's one of the things that I read all the Imagineer books by that Disney that I've found. The Imagineer books back since, I don't know when the Imagineer books first came out, but read all the Imagineer books about all the how they come up with ideas and solutions and projects. It's everything is writing down. They tell you write it down, write it down, write it down. And I can't ever tell y'all that enough. My first thing I would tell, how's the best way to collect that? Write it down. If you don't write it down, whether it's an idea, a thought, a dream, whatever, an inspiration, a visual, something you see on TV, something you see in nature, something your pet does, if you don't write it down, I can almost 99% guarantee you will forget it, or most of them. So you need to write it down. Okay, so here we did this project. It got a little dark. I think it's because of the white paper. Let me brighten it up just a little. There we go. So there's my teacher voice. Here we go. There's my teacher voice. Write it down. Write it down. So this was one of our projects of mind mapping colors. So you just start with the color. Okay, start with the color in the middle. In this case is yellow. Now, before you go look anything up online, try to do it yourself. Try to do as many of these as you can yourself in your mind. I'm saying use your imagination. You have an imagination. I give this example. If you park your car and go in the store and you come out of the store, your imagination, your picture in your mind tells you where you parked the car. Now, if you forget it, and we can do that too, but that's why you need to write it down. But if you can picture, when I say red apple, green apple, if you just saw that in your head, you have an imagination. Okay. Your imagination is the pictures you see in your head. Okay, so anyway, all right. So here I'll just read you some, and I don't know if this is duplicates over here, or no, I don't think they are. I think that's additional things. We'll just do yellow. Okay, do this with every color. Let's see, mind map first, then Google Map. Yeah, there you go, Devin. So, and I put all the questions around here as well. So who, what, where, why, when, how, why not? Put those questions around your mind map for whatever kind of mind map you're doing, because then you can take each individual answer, everything that you see that's yellow, and ask that question: who, what, where, when, why, how, why not? Ask those questions with every single thing you wrote down. You'll be there for a week just on one color. I'm telling you, and you'll get so many ideas. You go, oh my gosh, I got zines, I got comics, I got stories to tell, sketches, greeting cards, whatever kind of thing you do. You will have tons and tons of ideas if you write it down. Okay, so here's some of the things that were yellow. The Minions, Canary, Peeps, the little candy Peeps, Squash, bees, beehives, honeycomb. And then from that, I got another circle from the bee, the hives, and the honeycomb. I got pollinate. All right, cheese, and I got grilled cheese. Then I got, I got all the questions are interspersed among here. But I'll just read what I got for the colors. Mustard, and then I got Colonel Mustard. And was Colonel Mustard in the library or Colonel Mustard? Then for that, I got hot dogs, summer, family gatherings, picnics, barbecue. See how you can expand. But I really wanted to kind of focus it on the colors. But I just made a few little notes of things that came to my mind immediately at the thought. Like when I thought of mustard, I thought of Colonel Mustard. Sun, macaroni, tulips, roses, any kind of sunflowers, any kind of flowers that are yellow, hard hat, pineapple, corn. There's bell peppers that are yellow, lemons, bananas, chockaboo. If you've ever played, what you call it, chockaboo's in that. Rubber ducky, SpongeBob, The Simpsons, Pikachu. So anyway, that's some of the things that are yellow. Okay. And then over here, I made it more of a list. Some of these are the same. Then I added like rain boots, chicks, little baby chicks, butterflies, a daffodil, dandelion, school bus, marigold, taxi, emojis, yellow finch, cheese, egg yolk. So, there's some more here. Haystack, measuring tape, Nat Geo magazine. So you can just continue on. Yeah, I got pineapples there. I read pineapples somewhere here. There's pineapples here. Raul. Okay, I'm going to draw a little pineapple here for Raul because I did mention it. Little pineapple there for Raul. Final Fantasy, yeah. Is it 7 or 9? Or they both? They both probably had Chockaboo. I did a nice drawing of a Chockaboo. I gave it away to, I think it was I Carry Love. But I have a copy of it. It's in my IG somewhere. I drew a nice Chockaboo years ago. I loved Final Fantasy. I don't know, it was 7 or 9. Which one was it? But it was, I played it on PlayStation 1, I think. 20 years ago. I loved it. I beat it like, I don't know how many times, but I love Final Fantasy. I never got into the online Final Fantasy. Cameron did. Cameron played all the Final Fantasies online, with other people. I just played the PlayStation one. Yeah, I think I said SpongeBob. Did I say, yeah, SpongeBob's right there. SpongeBob, The Simpsons, Minions, Pikachu. Yeah. So, yeah. So anyway, you get the idea. They all have they all have the Chockaboo. Okay, so anyway, then I had notes here to do combos. So I think we might have done some of this online because then we did a canary and a pineapple, canary, lemons, and bees. So you just add things, make lists. You can relist this, recombine it, and then you can have a full yellow something with just the things you picked here and pick them randomly, You could add a person, which when I say a person, place, or thing, when I say a person, I mean anything living. It could be the bees, it could be the fish, it could be anything living as the person. Place is anywhere. It could be China, it could be, Spain, it could be your living room, it could be your backyard. Thing is anything, any inanimate object. And then you can pick an era. You could pick the medieval times with a canary, lemon, and bees. Just stop for a second. Think of that. A medieval scene with canary, lemons, and bees. There's just a whole world right there. Transportation. And you can, that's why I put add. You can add any of this to your list, whether you have one thing, 2 things, 3 things, 4 things. I was starting to think of Dr. Seuss now. Era, transportation, and occupation. So you can pick some kind of transportation. It could be a hot air balloon. And I have lists. I have lists of occupations, lists of transportation, lists of eras, time periods. And so you can recombine this in so many ways. Hi, Big Five Flow Raj. How you doing? So anyway, that's just the yellow. Y'all want to do a couple more? Okay. Orange. This is a little less, but still same thing. We do combos 2, 3, and then you can do the same thing to add a person, place, thing, era, transportation, occupation to whatever list you make. Okay, here's some orange things. We could do this all day. And we have. There have been days where we have done this all day. Okay, so again, I have who, what, where, why, when, how, all around the thing so that you continuously think about those questions. You don't have to answer them right here, but you're always considering them. Pumpkin, oranges, carrots, apricot, Cheetos, Fanta, the soda Fanta, goldfish crackers, koi fish, fall leaves, tiger, basketball, traffic cone, orange juice, monarch butterfly, candy corn, clownfish, and then I have lionfish and koi fish. So there's just a tiger lily flower. Okay. And then again, pick one of those and just expand it out using your additional person, place, thing, era, transportation, occupation. Are y'all bored yet? Dr. Seuss, yeah. Okay, so here's some things that are red. Same thing. And again, make your own little mind map. I just think it's fun to put the color in a circle and expand it out. And you can make pages of one color, And then over here I have an additional list or relist it. You can relist it too. Okay, what's going on with Raj? Are you okay, Raj? Everything okay? I know you just pop in occasionally as you have time. Okay, so red things. Watermelon, which is kind of a peachy red, Strawberries, apples, tomatoes, cherries, tulip, rose, poppy. When I thought of poppy, I thought of the Wizard of Oz. Okay, as soon as I thought of the Wizard of Oz, Dorothy, the lion, the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, the Wizard, the Witch, and the Flying Monkeys. From the Flying Monkeys, I thought Flying Sock Monkey, Janet clutching pearls. I literally wrote that down. Flying Sock Monkey. I literally wrote Janet clutching pearls. That's why you need to write it down, Regina. The thing is you're going to have lots of ideas, and the more you do it, the more ideas you'll have. But one of the best things about writing them down, other than having them so that you remember them, is you can get them out of your head. It frees up your brain to think of other things. Because if you say, oh, I got to remember that, the Wizard of Oz and all the characters, I got to remember that. Well, then while you're trying to remember that, you're stopped right there. You're not thinking of anything else because you're stuck on remembering that. But if you write it down, you don't have to remember it. You can remember it later because you've written it down. It's there. You got it in your notebook. So I don't have to remember that right now. I can move on to the next thing, the next idea that I'm thinking of, right? I don't know if Janet's here. Did she hear that, Janet? Okay, so we got the poppy, the wizard. Okay, then we got crab, lobster, ketchup. Then I went to French fries, fast food. Then from fast food, you can name every restaurant or could think of. A red wagon, the red ruby shoes, which, see, that needs to come over here. That needs to tie into over here. So you can draw your lines and connect things. Phone booth, stop sign, fire hydrant, fire truck, a red bicycle, Elmo, ruby stones, lips, heart, blood, red pepper, ladybug. And then we go back around the top. But see, if you write little too, that helps, or you just make multiple pages. Like I did try to skip skip a page between each one. Purple, I don't have too much. Pink, I have a few things. Let's see, what's another one? I have quite a few. Green. So in green, I got jade, emerald, parrot, frog, broccoli, the outside of a watermelon, guacamole, leaves, grass, trees, palms. And then from that, I went to islands. From islands, you can go off on a whole nother tangent. Peas, olives, pickles, spinach, Brussels sprouts, avocado, bugs, shamrock, algae, green eyes, crocodile, alligator, snakes, trees, ivy, moss. From trees, I went to forest, fir trees, Christmas. What was wrong? My brain is clogged. Yeah, you got to write it down. Get it out of the brain, Regina. Get it out. Get it all out. And again, you want to always have your questions. You can't write those enough. If you wrote this on every single page of ideas that you ever had, it would not be enough. You want to question everything, and it will give you new ideas. One word, like Granny Smith apples is my first one here with the lime green. Who, what, where, when, why, how, and why not on a granny apple. And you just sit there and think for a while. You can take your time. You don't have to rush. I'm going fast here and talking fast and showing you a lot of things because, we're limited time. So I'm going to try to move ahead here shortly so we have at least an hour to do a collage from the two books that I bought off of Amazon that Poor Toast and Kate Curry made. I don't want to miss people coming in though. Let's see. Okay, so lime green, celery, grapes, lettuce, cucumber, pears, frogs, caterpillar, and then I had butterfly. Peas, lima beans, grapes, peppers, kiwi, avocado, asparagus, limes, hydrangeas, cactus. And then from cactus, I went to the desert. Hydrangeas, I went to garden, plants, flowers, bushes, parakeet, leaves, grass, mermaids, seaweed, lizards, emeralds, jade, green eyes.
Didn't get that. Could you try again?
No, I'm not going to try again, Siri. Okay. Siri's answering me. Blue, things that are blue. Here's gray. All right, here, this has got quite a few things of gray. I had to take a quick break because I've got drinking this lemon water like crazy to keep my voice going because I'm going on and on. Okay, let me do the gray and I'll take a quick break. All right. Wolf, elephant, cat, rhino, fox, mouse, squirrel, horse, seal, feathers, owl, rainy days. And then from that, I went to clouds, rain, fog, mist, coins, hair, armadillo, flannel, cement. Then from cement, I went to buildings, bridges, rocks, cliffs, castle, stone, marble, statues, silver, pewter, mule, goose. Then I said neutral. What if all things gray could be any color you wanted? So what if any of those things that I'm reading out, I wrote that down in a little note. What if all these things that I'm reading out that are gray, you change the color to whatever color you wanted? Let's see. Hedgehog, bird, fish, eel, fur, cat. I think now we're back to wolf, elephant, rhino. So yeah. A knight in armor. Yeah, there we go. Okay, then that could go off of the castle here. A knight in armor. And you can just continue this for mind maps can go on forever. And these are just simple, basic ones. Okay, here's everything that's black, every animal, dog, bats, cats, a silhouette, night, black olive, stone, vintage phone, dominoes, sunglasses, anything that's black and white. I have a whole little section here that's things that are black and white, like a zebra, soccer ball, piano, dominoes, panda, chess pieces, dice. Okay, let me take a quick break. Let me do a BRB. Okay, I'll do a BRB. Hang on. I'll be right back. The other thing too, let me get a sip of my water. You know, this is what I do spend my time on. I spend my time in art, streaming, coming up with ideas to help you guys, hanging out with you guys, messaging, talking to you guys, and trying to help and inspire. That's my whole thing about streaming is inspiring you to do this kind of stuff yourself. You know, did I not write ink on the black page? I probably have the ink on here. So yeah, there's ink right there, Raul. Oh, did I not read? I don't think I read the black page. Yeah, I did. Ink, ebony, hair. Yeah, so it's a snake, a cobra. Yeah, I just didn't read. I didn't read them all. Okay, so this was in one of those little, I think it was in that color in this book. I think it was in this notebook. I saw this little, I kind of adapted it or something. But anyway, so different colors and anything that I like or see or little, you know, little doodles or something. Like if I saw this little tree in a magazine, I just want to stop and draw a forest. So anyway, there's that. And then, like I said, Post-it notes. This one was I cut this out of a book that I'd already filled up that I used in 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. And I just like this. I like the way I wrote it. I like the way it was shaded. So I just cut it out. I have no compulsion about, here, this was out. Oh, this is that book I was telling y'all about. Tinker Toys. That's the name of the book. Now, I don't know what year it came out, and I don't know if I could go downstairs and put my finger on that book. Let me just look it up real quick. This is a good book on ideas. Well, you know what? I'm not going to take the time. If y'all want to look it up and see what year it is. But the name of the book is Tinker Toys by Michael Michalko, Michalko. And he has this acronym called SCAMPER. This is another good one here. Write this one down. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to write it down? Hi, Bitty Penny. Oh, thanks, Bitty. Well, that's why when I first started streaming, when I first started screaming, I was going to say screaming. I talk loud. When I first started streaming, I wanted to share the ideas of the artist trading cards. So that's why I started streaming at the very beginning in 2010 on Ustream. And then from Ustream, I moved over to YouTube. But so I've always just been, you know, like to share, show y'all, give you ideas, inspiration, get you motivated. That's just me. You know, that's what I do. That's what I love to do. If I didn't love to do it, streaming would not be fun for me. I would just sit here and do all this by myself and do my portraits and do all my art by myself. But I like sharing and I like making others be inspired to do something, whatever that thing is you love to do. Okay, here's Scamper. Substitute something, combine it with something else, adapt something to it, modify or magnify it, put it to some other use, eliminate something, reverse or rearrange. That's Scamper. Okay, let me put another note here. So I'll rewrite that and put it in another book too, because it needs to be in another book, not the books I'm not using anymore. Well, I still use them, but I don't rarely run out of ideas. All right, here's a little thing of supplies and papers. I think this was papers. Was this pen supplies? Colors? No, it's just a random list of supplies. I can read it too. I mean, if you want. Oh, thanks, Regina. But make a list of all your supplies that you have, want to have, could use instead of something you don't have. Do that. Okay, let's see what else do I have here. Okay, we got a few shapes there. What else do I have in this book? I have a full list of all these in other books. this is probably a time where we're doing something on stream and we did some quick ones, because there's more reptiles, there's more insects. But we'll do this book till 10:30, or this one and this one till 10:30, and then from 10:30 to 11 I want to do a collage. We may not finish it, but anyway, but now I'm all on a roll about the ideas. So, y'all see me do collage all the time, but I still want to do the collage. And if y'all missed it at the beginning of the show, I did show the 2 new collage books that I bought from Amazon from Poor Toast and Kate Curry. I did do a flip of these, and I want to do something with those today. So, let's see. Hi, Gina. Did I say hi to you, Bitty Penny? I think I did. I don't know if I said hi to you, Devin, but I've seen you here for a while. I think I said hi to you. All right. So, and let's see. Paper gets, from white to black. Sometimes it gets dark. Let's turn it brightness up. And I'm not zoomed in that much, but I think we're good. I'm reading them out loud. We'll have to. Okay. All right. Yeah, Devin. All right. So, for instance, here's a list of insects, and you can make a list of insects, birds, fish, animals, mammals, and then you can make, and that's just, reptiles. You want to make a list of, when I say living, people, I mean anything living, and then make a sub list to all those things like insects, reptiles, birds. And then the same thing with places. You can write down all the countries, all your states, all the rooms in a house, all the different kind of buildings and architecture, castles and with the, castles with the moats, and or just houses or huts or teepees, any kind of place, like that, or occupations, nurse, doctor, but there's thousands of them, hundreds anyway. I don't know about thousands, probably could think of thousands. Hi, Lisa. Hey, girl. Hey. All right. So, for instance, insects, you got bees, moths, butterfly, dragonfly, praying mantis, centipede, caterpillar, scorpion, spider, ants, beetle, ladybug, fly, flea, cricket, grasshopper, stick bug, tick, cicada. And I know that that's the thing now. Everybody's, talking about the 17-year cycle of the cicada. All right. Well, same thing. Reptiles. Here's some animals. Here's different things that I wrote this as symbology, because all these things can mean other things. They can be symbols for other things. Got lots of their questions. Here's some more of my samurai Viking lemur thing. Tree hugger frogs. We did that one time. Some of this we've done on, there's another little monk I drew some years ago. I drew this in 1990. And I cut it out and put it in here because I probably just cut up a sketchbook and move things around. So some things in here. Let's see, what else do I have here? So it's just things you like, love. Start making, like, here's a color combination. Here's a list of flowers. And these are short lists because, like I said, I've got these lists in other books that are pages long. Transportation, travel. Here's things from the sea. And I know this is from a stream because look how big it is. I only write this big when it's on a stream. This is, more how my size of writing. So if it's written this big, it's because we did something with it on a stream. Let's see. Fantasy, list of fantasy things. Some sketches, patterns, some collage ideas, more just all kinds. It's just whatever. Here's a little collage where I took a fashion magazine girl and just pieced her back together with other things. I like it. So it's just, the idea, I want to keep the idea. So stickers, a zebra, more lists of things, more symbolism, some rooms, houses, color rooms. I think I cut these out because Samantha, I thought of Samantha. I could just see her having that room right there. I like the colors. I like the wall art. So and again, cut things out you like. It doesn't have to be anything. It can just be something you like. Here are the Daniel Smith. Here's the Joan Haynes master set colors. We were talking about these like a week or two ago. This is the Daniel Smith Jean Haynes master set, the colors that come in that set. Here's some things that are red, purple. Oh, we did this on stream too. We actually stopped and drew things that were that color. I don't know if we did it randomly, if someone suggested something, and then we just sat and drew things that were those colors. Orange things, yellow things. So these are just sketches that we drew on stream. Let's see what else we got. Quotes in here. Some different teas. This is probably cut out of a Flow magazine. It's all the teas. I don't really drink tea, but I like to know all the teas. You know, it's probably good to know what they're good for too. It's just information that I wanted to keep. So I got lists of lots of teas, more things on tea. Something out of a magazine images and cutouts. Here's some things on leaves. These are the different leaves: birch, chestnut, beech, elm, maple, oak, ash, pine, hawthorn, poplar, spruce, and hazel. So there's what leaves look like on all those trees. Little section here for filling in. Then we did, here we go. Then here's a word mind map. Okay, here we go. From the word, you make a connection, a contrast, a meaning, opposite theme, idea, and how it's used with one word. You do all that with every word. Well, not with every word, you'd never. Hi, Vol. It's like we're just talking ideas right now and how to keep some kind of a book where you keep things you love. Just can be pictures, ideas, swatches, lists, mind maps, anything. It's just, but keep a book. And, I've been showing multiples of them today. So here are my different, I did this some years ago, but it's all the different graphite pencils that I had at the time. Now I'm probably sure I got more since then because I think this is some years old. But here's like all the Staedtler, the Derwent, and these are just the graphites. And black. That's the color pencil, ivory black. General sketch and wash pencil. So it's a water, if it was water soluble, I'd water it down. Kohinoor, the triangle from Czech. That's one of those big, thick ones. The 6B, they come in a 9B, a 10, I think it's up to a 10B. The Pentalic woodless pencil from Germany. I wrote any information. Here's the General from Kimberly. All their series, the Dixon Ticonderoga, Prismacolor Ebony, the Derwent Aquatone, Papermate Disposable. Woodless General. Here's some more Kimberly ones. Here's the extra dark, the extra black, pure graphite, Pitt Woodless, Prismacolor Black Premier, the General Carbon Sketch, Pacific Arc. These are the ones that are water soluble. Derwent Ink Tints, the Albert Dürer Faber-Castell, the Derwent watercolor with the blue wood cover. So yeah, this was all my graphite at the time, and I can still think of a couple more that are not in this list that I've had found since then. Some more little just doodles. Here's some more papers. Okay, so like here's some list of papers. It's not all of them. This is not an exhaustive list now. Remember that. You can add to it. Kinds of papers you could use in collage, mixed media, cards, whether that's postcards, art cards, postcards, art cards, ATCs. You could continue on, but here's a list of some of the cards. Let's see. Hello, Ruth. Who else am I missing? Okay, here we go. Yeah, write it down. I'm writing it down. Hi, Terry Brett. I was telling everybody this morning that you post another IG from Monday's fantasy prompt. That was really good. Okay, so here's just a few examples. And as I'm reading them, I might think of more right off the top of my head. Any kind of like scrapbook papers. They're so versatile, like magazine papers, newspapers, music sheet papers, old maps can be used, tear up your maps, calendar photos, math, math text, blueprints, book text, tissue paper, deli paper, tracing paper, parchment paper, gift wrap, brown bags, craft papers, deli papers, cards, napkins, vellum, wax paper, wrappers, packaging. That's just a quick list of any kinds of papers that you could use. And that could also be for jelly plating. You could jelly plate with those. Okay, then what do we got over here? Mind mapping, color collecting, symbols. I got geometry, symbols, numbers, letters, shapes, repetitive, triangles, pyramids, opposites. I don't know what this was. It's just a list of, I don't know, lots. Definitions, etymology, synonyms, homonyms, calligraphy, fonts, lettering, text, type, illuminated calligraphy, languages, glyphs, dictionary, thesaurus, old dictionaries, Latin, Greek, Hebrew opposites, prompts, lists, quotes, poems, promises, sentiments. And then this was a prompt thing from somebody online. I don't even remember who, but it's 100 Carrie Smith. Carrie Smith, who does all the, somebody help me here. Not tear up the book. What is it called? It's not tear up the book, but she's got probably 10 different books, and I've had them all at one time, but I gave them all to Cameron. I know what y'all know what I'm talking about. There's a color one, a black and white one. Y'all know Carrie Smith books. Wreck This Journal. Thank you, Janet. Wreck This Journal. And so anyway, here's 100 ideas to use with a journal. Y'all want me to read some of these? We're running out of time if I'm going to do a collage. We may have to wait till next week to do the collage. Should I wait till next week to do? Because I don't want to rush through this. And I do want to do some collages in my two black 10 by 10 notebooks. Maybe we'll see. We might wait till next week and do these. Because I want to take my time and pick out the pages I like and the images I like. The pages that I'm got. If y'all missed the beginning, I showed two 10 by 10 black notebooks that I keep to do my current collages in. So maybe we'll wait because I still want to do a giveaway too. I want to do the giveaway for the napkin giveaway from Leona. Leona gave us these napkins, so I want to do a giveaway. So maybe we'll do collage next week and save these books for then. Okay. So do y'all want to hear some of these? Tell me if y'all don't, because I don't have to, I don't have to read these to you. I'm just trying to give y'all some ideas. I'm going to have to take off the collage. Or I can just talk to collage flip because I did show some books, but we're not actually doing one. So anyway, y'all throw it out there in chat. Put it in caps. Thanks everybody for being here. All right. So she said to cut these up and put them like in a bowl or something because she said cut along the dotted lines, pick squares randomly. Now, when she did this, I cannot tell you. I cannot tell you how long ago she did this list. That was probably because I've cut this out of another something and put it in this book. So I have, here we go, 2005. 2005. So I'll read some random ones here. So this is from almost 20 years ago. Can y'all believe can y'all believe that? I can't believe it. So, and I haven't read this in a while, so I don't even remember what's on here. I'll do every fifth one. Go for a walk, draw or list things you find on the sidewalk. Number 5. Find a piece of poetry you respond to, rewrite it and glue it into your journal. Number 10. Draw your bike. Number 15, record an overheard conversation. Number 20, write a haiku. 25, where's 25? Read a book in one day. 30 is play with your food or draw your food or write everything that you can see about that, all the texture in your food. 35, give away something you love. 40, draw all the things in your purse or bag. 45, draw the same object every day for a week. Number 50, do a temporary art installation using a pad of post-it notes and a pen. 55, make pencil rubbings of 6 different surfaces. Hubster and I went out to a graveyard and did rubbings a few years ago. There is a video on that. I do have a video on that. 60, glue a photo of yourself as a child into your journal. Number 65, find several color combinations you respond to in public. Document them using swatches. Write where you found them. Number 70, do nothing. 75, create a graph documenting or measuring something in your life. Number 80, write a letter using an unconventional medium. 85, cut a random shape out of several layers of a magazine. Make a collage out of the result. Number 90, write about or draw some of the doors in your life. And 95, illustrate the concept of simplicity. So that's every 5th one. So let's see what else we got here. We got lots of lists and stuff. Oh, here's okay, here's where when I was going to do a bunch of clocks, taking a blank, those cheap, inexpensive clocks that are just black and white, and doing paintings on them, or drawings, or paintings or collages on a clock, and then putting the numbers on, or renumbering them, or dotting them for numbers. And so these are all the ideas. These are all the ideas that I have for doing collages and paintings on a clock. Remaking a clock. Here's some more. So those are my clock ideas. Listening lists, different things from Francis Bacon, mysteries, more subjects, art ideas. What else do I have in here? Some jellyfish. More lists, lots of lists, animals. This is the minerals, gems, and metal. Words to compare and contrast, opposites, foods, and pets. More symbols, some sketches. Here's a few inventions. Who was asking me about inventions? Jasper, here's a few. You want to research these? I know I got this out of a book, but can I tell you what book? I don't know. Or maybe some of them are and some of them aren't. Let me see if Jasper's still here. Ruth, if you add something to your zine, remember you're sending a copy of your zine. You're not adding, don't literally put 3-dimensional things, that you're going to send your copies of. It has to be flat. You can take a picture of crochet. When you make a copy of your zine, a picture of crochet can be there, but don't send any actual crochet. Yeah. How would you seal a collage on an 8-track wooden player? Wooden? Oh, okay. Are you talking about like where you put all the 8 tracks? Why would you want to seal it? You mean the wooden thing, like where you slide the 8 tracks in, like a shelf for 8 tracks? I don't know why you would want to seal it. Are you going to collage the outside? If you're going to just collage the outside, then I would just use the gloss varnish that I use on everything. Let me show you the pic. Let me show it to you. And now if you don't like gloss, you could always use matte, but make sure it's water-based. I would always use water-based. But this is the varnish that I use on everything. My pumpkins, my Halloween masks that are plastic. I use this on everything. I want to collage on top and collage the outside. Yeah, then I would just use this. And again, if you don't like gloss, there is matte versions of this. There's matte versions of this. I just like gloss, but this is what I use. Now I paid $7.99. This is almost empty. I think it's probably close to $9.99. It might be $9.99, and you can get it usually at Michael's and Hobby Lobby. But it's Americana. It's the same people that make the craft paints that I like. Okay. The bottle may look a little different. I don't know, but look for Deco Art Americana High Gloss. Make sure it's water-based now. You don't want oil. You don't want to be putting oil over a varnished box. Just saying. Okay, so all right. So Jasper, go and research this. I'll just read a few of them. Inventions and discoveries. Go find out the sewing needle. I'm going to read them kind of slow so y'all can think about these and write them down. Okay. Who invented or how was the sewing needle? Now, back in medieval times, they were sewing, but who thought of a hole in a piece of wood, probably the size of a toothpick, and putting thread through it and sewing? Have you ever thought about that? That's a good one. The mirror. I know mirrors have the, not zinc, what's it on the silver, what is it on the back of mirrors that makes them, reflect? Who thought of that? Who thought about putting that silver? I think, is it silver coating? I don't forget what it is now. It's been a while since I thought about that. It's probably in here somewhere. To make it reflect, to make a piece of glass reflect. Of course, I always like the clock and the compass and anything like that. Now, I do have books on the history of time, clocks, watches, inventions of clocks and time and compasses and stuff like that. I do have lots of books on silver. It is silver. Okay. All right. A loom. A weaving loom, because, that's very important if you think about your fabrics. Somebody had to invent the loom to make fabrics with, because before that it was animal skins, right? So, and what was it, when you spun the cotton and you have the spinning wheel, but think about the loom. Okay. No, it's not Mike. I think it's silver. I think it's silver on the back. Okay. I have things like the sundial. Alphabets are always interesting, the different cultures and the alphabets and how they got their alphabets and what countries can, shared and how they got alphabets. And, math is another one, like the Arabs and the math. That's all interesting. Let's see. Candles and wax. I mean, it seems like, a candle is just wax and you got a wick in it. But somebody had to figure that out. How did they think to take beeswax and make a candle out of it? What thought process? What was in their mind, and who did that, and how did that come to be? And it's going to be something like a culture, did that, because they're not going to pinpoint that down, because candles have been around, forever. But somebody had to think of beeswax, taking beeswax. I mean, I know they used to have the little oil lamps, little oil lamps that kind of look like little Aladdin lamps, and had oil lamps. But somebody at some point had to say, let's just go ahead and get a handful of that honeycomb and make it light out of it. You know what I'm saying? I know, me too. And there's tons of books out there on it, Jasper. Of course, if you're an artist, you're going to think about all the inks, papers, pens, paints, the colors. And we've done a whole thing on, I have a book by Crayola on all the different colors, where it came from. I wish I had it right handy. But I don't have it right handy in here. I think I put it in the other room. I had it in here for the longest time because we were referring to that book on colors for a long time. And we would go and talk about what mineral or what, what snail that we got certain colors from. Okay. Glass, that's another cool one. Porcelain glass, and of course, any kind of, the different things that you use for pottery. Scissors. Scissors is a good one. Who thought of taking two blades and making them repel against each other to cut something? I mean, but you had blades for a long time. You had knives and blades, and you'd cut things with that, right? But who thought to put two blades together? And I'm sure these answers are on Google. I'm just throwing this out there. If y'all want to research and look any of this up, right? But think about how that would have come about. And the scissors have been around for a long time, but putting two blades together. Okay. What else? Let me just kind of go through here. A vaccination. Now, I thought this was really interesting that I saw, and what was it? That show on was it a show on Benjamin Franklin or something? It was on the History Channel or something a few years ago. It was a made-for-TV movie series, and we watched the whole series, and it's been out on DVD and everything since. But back in the colonial days, one of the mothers, and I don't know how true this is for all vaccinations came to be, but it was smallpox. I think it was smallpox. It was a major disease of the time. And they figured out that if you scratched your skin and put the actual disease into you, it would make you immune to it. I mean, who thought that up? And the woman that braved it just try to save her children. I thought there's a whole story on that too. Of course, that's on vaccinations that actually prevent you from getting a disease. Just leave it at that. But she did. It showed her scratching, making and putting the actual disease from one of her kids or something into her arm, and it made her. I think she actually got sick, but she lived. Then she became immune. But it was really interesting. So the history of vaccination, if you're a nurse, a doctor, that's probably, very fascinating. It doesn't fascinate me. I'm really not interested, but I wrote it down. Elastic, whether in a cord or fabric, stretchy elastic. Who invented that? Let's see, who thought of using sand to make glass? Yeah. Well, probably what happened in that case, Anne, there was probably a major fire somehow. I'm assuming some of this stuff, and I'm assuming some of this stuff was accidental. Whether what your faith or your belief is, but like there may have been some kind of a major fire back when, and some glass resulted in that. Do you know what I mean? And then they say, oh, if we get this sand up to a certain temperature, I mean, they didn't think that. Oh, if we get the sand up to a certain temperature, you know. No, it wasn't penicillin. It was figuring out that by using some of the disease, a small portion of it made them immune. I don't know. I don't remember. Don't quote me on that. It was just in that I think it was the history of Ben Franklin or one of the colonial founding fathers movie, and I can't think of it. Hubster would know it right off the bat, but I can't think of it right now. It's years and years ago. And she did that but anyway, don't go do that. Don't email me. Don't do it. Maybe Regina. Somebody wrote it down. But I mean, have y'all ever read any of like Ben Franklin's books and lists? And he's kept multiple journals. If y'all have not seen famous old journals, see, I'm trying to think. Where's that book? Hang on. I might pull one here. Hang on. Okay, well, this is just one that comes to my mind about explorers and I got one on ships and maps too. But this is Explorer's Sketchbook, The Art of Discovery and Adventure. And it is their actual sketchbooks of when they went exploring. Their journals, their sketchbooks, their notations, what they observed, what they wrote down, what they'd never seen before, how they kept journals, you know. And then they would take these back, and I'm sure people interested in science, math, history, geography would look at these notes and study them, just like, exploring any book we can do now. And so there's tons of these kind of books out there if you look for them. And you can also find books on literally on inventions and discoveries. There's literally, you can find books on that stuff. But I guess mostly what I think about when I write this kind of stuff down is then I think, well, if I'm doing this or compiling that, and then you start thinking about who invented the safety pin, the safety pin. Who invented that, a little curly thing like that and a little thing like that. And you could put the pin in there and hold it. Who invented the safety pin? How'd they think that up with just a wire? You take a wire and make it, kind of springy, like with the springy kind of thing there, you know. But you could use that in a story, in an observation. Or now, I'm not a writer, I don't write books, but I mean all this kind of stuff. If you're a writer, I'm sure have these kind of lists going for yourself. The table of elements, that's always a fascinating one. The table of elements. And I have a poster over there of the table of elements. The typewriter is another one. And I know that I've seen different stories and histories on a lot of this. I couldn't tell you the names of the people that invented them right now, but it's out there. But if you did a deep dive on any of this stuff, it would be, just get inspired. But if you would write down who, what, where, why, when, why not, write all your questions down and ask the questions while you were reading about it. Let's see what other thing. Contact lenses. Who would have thought about putting, and they used to be glass. Who thought about putting pieces of glass lenses in your eyes? Of course, Velcro. Now, Velcro is one that I do know a little bit, remember a little bit about it. And I think it was but Velcro became really more out there for a lot of people because of the space industry. The space industry used Velcro, and then and that's another thing about a lot of this stuff. A lot of industries will, because of the need for things, like they probably said, well, we can't have buttons and snaps on their uniform. Well, I'm not sure exactly what they thought, but they needed some other kind of system for securing their clothing. And Velcro came about because of those little sticker burrs. I know y'all have seen those little, I stepped on them growing up. The little sticker burrs that look like that. And you stepped on them and you had them in your feet. Okay. Well, when you put two together, and I forget who it was and whatnot. You can look it up. It's really interesting. But when they stick together, that's how Velcro came about. Is from sticker burrs. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're sorry, I gotta take that down, Jasper. Yeah. Because I don't want to have any comments like that have to be yeah. So anyway, that's how Velcro came about. And then the space industries, and I don't know how they picked it up, or who actually knew how to do the Velcro, but it's all interesting. Okay, I'm just picking some out here. and post-it notes. Post-it notes that I think was it post-it notes or whiteout? One of the two, or maybe both, was invented by a woman. I think it might have been whiteout. But anyway, it's been a while since I've studied up. Yeah, Tang. Yeah, that's space. Yeah, we're old enough to remember these things, Anne. Here's some more different things, inventions and discoveries. Of course, there's the obvious things that are, history changing, like the printing press, right? And the telescope and the microscope, those kind of things. The jigsaw puzzle. The jigsaw puzzle. Jasper, you need to work on that one. You can figure that one out. Who invented the jigsaw puzzle? What else? Or the zipper. The zipper's another good one, right? Okay. Well, anyway, there's some more. Oh, then here's different list of places, different people, occupations. Okay, so we got occupations, their histories, their ethnicity, where the countries are from, character traits, emotions. What else do we have here? Then we got transportation, tools, fashion, fabrics. All right, here, I'll read some of transportation because these are always, transportation's a good one to put in your list. Can you make a whole list of things invented by NASA? Yeah, that would be a good one, Kathleen. A list of things that have the inventions that have come about because of the space, space, I don't say industry, but, space inventions and stuff. All right, so here, transportation. If you add one of these to your person, place, or thing, and again, a person is anything living. It could be your fish, it could be your, whatever is alive, with your place and your thing, and add a transportation and an occupation. You add one of each of those 5 things, you'll have a whole story, a whole zine, a whole, collage. You'll have a whole collage. Now, you have to find the images if you want to collage a specific list findings, you'd have to find your images. Okay, but here's some transportations. This is not by means all of them, but I'll read you some. Okay, car, of course. Now some of them are obvious: car, truck, taxi, subway, tractor, train, plane, ship, hot air balloon, bike, skateboard, roller skates or roller blades, carts, horse and mule, camel, jeep, streetcar, bus, helicopter, motorcycle, a jet, submarine, sailboat, spaceship, ambulance, van, golf cart, a raft, snowmobile, trolley, monorail, camper, go-kart, fire truck, police car, scooter. That's just a few. So, if you add any of those, tools and utensils, again, there's just so many things that you can make with lists. Food, drink, sports, things from the sea, things from the forest, things from the desert, subjects, and that's any topic. Go to your card catalog. Well, it wouldn't be anymore. What do they call? It's not the Dewey Decimal. What is it that they call the division in the library? There's a name for how they divide up things in the library, like the topics in the library. There's a name for how they divide it. I can't think of it right now. Somebody invented that. Somebody invented the way to categorize books. Okay. Paper items. Oh, y'all want some more paper items? Here, I don't think that we gave you enough earlier. We're going to do a giveaway here shortly. If y'all are getting tired of lists and mind maps and ideas, and I did just want to do a quick flip through this other book too. I don't even remember what's in a lot of this book. I think, because look, I know we did this on stream because it's written so big. If it's written this big, it was something we did on stream. Okay, here we go. Y'all ready? Hi, Maritza. Okay, here and some of these I've already read in the other list, but this is a more a longer list. People don't have TV, computers, cell phones. They had a lot of time to invent things. Yeah, Right, Kathleen? And what is it? Mother of needing is something is the mother of invention. Necessity is the mother of invention. So when you need something, you don't have it, you invent it, right? Okay, so here's paper items, things that you can use paper items. Magazines, books, calendars, post-its, maps, old books, ledgers, junk mail, color books, washi tape, wrapping paper, tissue paper, greeting cards, newspaper, scrapbook paper, wallpaper, catalogs, crosswords, postcards, postage stamps, postage letters, travel guides, brochures, grocery bags, lunch bags, comic books, bookmarks, business cards, playing cards. And I'm not sure where I got this list. If it's probably a combination of other things I found, because this does sound like I've seen this somewhere. And I always try to give credit when I remember where, like Carrie Smith on that other list. But some of these are just for my own use, and so I don't remember where I got any of the lists. Playing cards, music sheets, gift wrap, gift bags, children's books, children's art, jelly prints, receipts, deli paper, doilies, handmade papers with stencils or handmade papers with stamps, stickers, origami paper, clip art, paint chips, color cookbooks, old photos, flashcards, coffee filters, newspaper, napkins, packaging, wrappers, labels, painty baby wipes, paper dolls, dryer sheets, paper towels, homework, tracing paper, paper plates, menus, dress patterns, craft patterns, deconstructed journals, placemats, old posters, record albums, CD covers, game boards, playing cards. Oh, I already said that one up there. Puzzle pieces, blueprints, envelopes. There you go. And I know I got this off somewhere, but I don't remember where. And I didn't write it down. So I try to write it down if I get it from somebody. Okay, then we got opposites, big, small, round, square, far, near. Insects, more reptiles, birds, more animals, and mind mapping them. Vegetation, floral, trees, minerals, rocks, foods, land, sea, air. Compare and contrast, opposites. Then here's some more geology, minerals, gems, metals. Then pretty pictures that I just like. More animals, fish, reptiles, more lists of, I'm telling you, I got tons. Actions, Ustream group. Oh, here, this is from a Ustream. Everybody called out something, but I don't remember why. What were these for? I don't know. But we have lots of group, just random words, I guess. Probably they'd be good in a bowl, Then everything that starts with the letter, everything that starts with A, B, C, D. You can write down everything that's. See, I'm telling you, you can just write down ideas forever. Occupations, holidays. What else do I have in here? Is that about it? Just some more emu drawing things. Okay, so anyway, that's that book. Okay, now let's see if I can quickly go through this one. I'm not going to have the time to go through this one, but it's probably a lot of the same kind of stuff. Here's a lot more Barbie photography. Lots of my ideas for Barbie photography. I got a lot of that in here because, I've done 100. Here's more mind maps. And there is quite a bit of blank paper right here. So just different sketches, drawings, colors, things I liked. Again, remember what we started out saying? It's things you like that you want to start your book out with. Things you like, and then you can add things to it. Okay. Let me flip from the front now. It can be neat. It can be messy. See things. Seashore. Sketches, drawings, doodles. But it's kind of like your collection. Here's my old lemur. This is a copy. I did finally find my actual. I found the actual pages for this. For a long time, I didn't know where they were. So this was my lemur Viking samurai story. Let's see, more lists. Friendship. You can make there's more what do you call it? Swatching. So you can just put whatever you like and start collecting. You can be your stamps. Here's organize, like with like. Here, this was supplies. I think we talked about this on stream too. All your supplies, put like with like. That's the easiest way to organize anything. So yeah. Okay. So that's kind of the idea behind idea books. And then if you really want to get organized, like I have 3-ring binders with tabs with things divided, but I like these kind of messy books when I just want to get an idea and just roll with it, you know. But again, I'm going to start another one. And they're just copy paper. So again, I showed you earlier just my stack of copy paper sketches in a portfolio. If you don't have to have a book, just have a stack of copy paper and make you a cardboard portfolio to throw it all in. You'll be surprised at how inspiring that can be. And again, we'll do these on Monday because I really want to take my time. I might look through my books again here that I showed earlier. And again, the lighting wants to flash out. Let me turn down the brightness because of the black paper. There we go. You know, and pick out some pages to do our collaging on, because I don't want to start one now because I want to take my time and, you know, I have to matte medium and glue all this down. And then we'll work in one of these 2 books on Monday with these 2 books because I really want to enjoy the process, right? I don't want to rush through this because I want to have fun with this. So that'll be our plan for Monday. So right now we're going to do our giveaway because Leona sent me a nice card and a gift card. And this is the napkin. I'm going to give these away. This is the napkin I'm keeping for myself. It's pansies. That was me and Grandma's flower. I remember Grandma's garden when I was practically a baby. When I first started walking, I can remember Grandma's backyard and pansies. And that was our flower. So I'm going to keep that napkin. And we're going to do a giveaway with the rest of these. And we have time, so I might let y'all pick. Y'all want to pick? Because we have a little bit of time. Oh, wait, I do have one other thing to show y'all. So y'all know that all the professional jelly platers, you know, Mariah and Patricia, Eddie, Carrie, Ceri, you know, they all do jelly plating all the time. Devin's still here. Devin, and I'll ask you is Devin still here? They all put their jelly plates on plexiglass so that they're more sturdy. They're not moving around. They can flip it over and see the backside so they can kind of see what's going to happen when they do it. There she is. Devin, do you put your jelly plates on plexiglass? I can't remember if you did or not. I'll wait and see Devin's answer. So y'all know I got me a new jelly plate, and then I got the little small ones too. Miriam too. Miriam, yeah. So yes, plexiglass nice. Okay, so this is what I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday. Yesterday. I went to Hobby Lobby. I said, well, I know that. And they said, yeah, we got sheets of plexiglass back there in not the framing, but where the stained glass and all that is. So I wanted to get me a couple pieces of plexiglass for my different sized jelly plates. Because I have an old 8x10. I bought a new 8x10. And I have 2 5x7 about size. One I'd cut down, one I had bought that size. So I wanted to get some plexiglass. Well, it was kind of floppy. And I go, well, I don't know. Well, so I got a couple pieces. I was walking around. Well, I came across in another section. I can't remember what section it was. In the portfolio section, maybe. Maybe it was in the portfolio section. And they had clipboards. Plexiglass. Nice. It's probably about a 1/4 inch, maybe. Plexiglass clipboards. Look, I got my I have another older jelly plate this size, but look, it's on a clipboard. I don't care about this. Now I might care when it starts getting really, paint crusted, but they had these. They had these, and they were like $4 and change. $4 and change. And I just put the piece of the plastic that comes in the clamshell. I just put a piece of plexiglass over. I mean, the plastic that came in the. I just put that over it. Same thing for this one. So I just have a little bit of a protection sheet, so I don't have to take them off of this and put them in the clamshell. I just do this. These are the two different, smaller ones, so I can work on it like this if I want. Isn't that perfect? I use a flat acrylic sign. Okay, yeah, cheap at Staples. All right. But I just thought, well, I'm going to Hobby Lobby. I'll just find some plexiglass. Well, then when I saw these, I thought, oh, I'm getting that. So, and they were like under $5 each. I think they were like $4, which I thought was good for a piece of plexiglass because, they're not thinking about selling plexiglass to someone. They're thinking about selling a clipboard, right? So now I have these at the ready for, Brairing out, and it would have been, and I saw Carrie, Ceri, Carrie the crafter, and I thought, oh man, if I would have had my other jelly plate out when I did my, our big our master boards, when we did our master boards and made the cards, and I used one of his stamps, his foam stamps. If I would have had that other the small jelly plate out, I could have just brayered out the paint, stamp, brayer, stamp, instead of sponging it, but I did do 2 colors, so I'd have to brayer out 2 colors, which is not a problem. But if I had that little piece of jelly plate out to brayer, he just did that. He just did that on his last stream or the stream before. Well, it's not stream. He doesn't do stream. Well, he did his last video. And so you can just brayer out on the jelly plate and stamp with it. Oh, God, Carrie, thank you for that tip again. Because I know I've done that before back years ago, but it just totally slipped my mind to do it that way. And I was so happy to see that. I go, oh my gosh, that is such a handy tip. I wrote it down. Okay, so let's do it again. Let's do our giveaway. I did. So, all right. So, let's see. Then put paper on top and store the whole thing in a plastic case. Do I have to store it in a plastic case? Does it need to be stored in the clamshell, Devin? I just have them sitting there on their clipboards. I just have them on their clipboards. Do they need to be in the clamshell? I'm not sure. Do they need to be? Yes, that's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean, Devin, to load up the foam stamp, to load it up with paint. Yeah, rather than the sponge like I was doing on Monday. Rather than doing it that way, you just stamp it. You brayer some paint on your extra jelly plate, the little one. Brayer it out and then load it up from that. Exactly. You said it better than me. Oh my gosh. So I'm not sure. Yeah, who invented clipboards? Good. You need to look into that, Jasper. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do some giveaways. I got my some Post-it notes. Let me get a Sharpie. All right, so let's do it. I can't do more than 3 at a time because it just gets too much, right? So we'll do international. We'll do 3 international, then 3. Well, I don't know how many I have here, but we'll let you pick. I'll let you pick. I'll lay them out. And we're going to have to y'all be thinking now, okay? Y'all be thinking. I think I'll number them. I'll number the napkins. That way, when you win, so y'all get it in your head, and I'll lay them out, and you can pick which, well, I should let you have 2. Let's do 2 each. I'll let you pick 2. International. I think we have time for this. We have 20 minutes. 20, 30 minutes. Okay, so we'll start with international only. Don't do anything yet. I need to go get my iPad for my giant random.org. Okay. All right, so let's just go ahead and number these. Let me show them to you and number them, and we'll lay them out. This will be the best, easiest way. I don't know for sure if you have to keep them in a case, but I feel like it helps them not. Well, that's what I was wondering. Do they dry up? If you have a piece of plastic, you got the acrylic on the back, you got the plastic sheet on the top. Won't that help? Wouldn't that prevent it from drying out? I should probably go research that. I should go research that out on the or ask Mariah, you know. Okay, so let's see. All right. So here we go. I'm going to number them. 1. I'm going to try to do this kind of neatly here so that I don't have to do this again. Okay, so we got the C one. We got a honeycomb. This is kind of a Japanese bird thing here. 3. Some blue flowers. 4. Okay, we got some like hibiscus Hawaiian. It's 5. We'll see how many I can get out here. Maybe we'll just do 10. Well, you can pick. We're going to give 3 each, like 3 for international, and you can pick 2. 3 for US, and you can pick 2. So that means, let's see, that means, how many is that? 3 for US times 2, and 3 is times 2. So that's 6, that's 12. So I need 12 napkins out. Okay. I need 12 napkins. Okay. I need 12 napkins. So let's see. This will be 6 for there to be enough. Right. But I'm trying to get them all to fit. So let's wait. Hang on. I'm laying this out. This is on the fly. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I got exactly 12? No, I got 11. I'm not giving away my pansy one. I don't know. Oh, I got it. I got a napkin over there. I'll pull out one of my napkins there. 10. If I give 2 to each person, right? If I give 2 to each person, 6 international, 6 US, I need 12. So wait a minute. Hang on. This is smaller, but it's still cute. Hang on. It's a small one, but it's some lemons. Okay. This will be number 12. All right. Now, don't anybody get all jacked up and confused now, okay? All right. So look them all over. Look them over. Be thinking about which 2 you would like if you win. Okay. Now don't do anything. Yeah, I'm going to go run. I'm going to go get my iPad for my random.org. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Let me bring up random. All right. See if anybody say anything. Patricia just leaves hers out. You're a big chicken. All right, come on, Rand. Let me step out in the hall. See if I can get my Wi-Fi here. Come on. There we go. All right. All right, I got my random.org here. Okay. So when I type in go, we're going to do international only. Okay, international only. First 3 people closest will get to pick 2. Okay? So look them over. So we're not doing this because if this takes a long time, I won't be doing this again. Okay, so if I have to wait like 5 minutes for you to tell me each person, we won't be doing this again. I'm just saying. So be thinking about your number. Be thinking about which one you want if you win. Okay, so that we can do this expeditiously. Okay, all right. So international only. International only. First 3 people closest. One number only. Don't change your number, move your number. One number only. First 3 people closest. Okay. There we go. International only first. Then we'll do USA. So there we go. We'll see how this goes. And then I'll just write your name. I'll write your name on with the napkin. If you whichever one you pick. And I'll get these out in the mail to you tomorrow. So it's going to cost me a stamp. It's, and I might put another something in there. But yeah. All right. So and thanks everybody. Hi lurkers up there in the balcony. You're welcome to play along as well. You just have to be willing to send me your address if you want me to send you happy mail. So let's see. And I know there's less international, so you have a better chance of winning. Where's Roll? Did Roll play? Yeah, there he is. Roll and Devin win quite often because they play every time. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Don't dilly-dally, dawdle, or lollygag. 1. Okay, here we go. Let's pick. First 3 people closest without going over. And if everybody goes over, or if 2 people don't, and that's all there is, I will pick a new number. It has to be the first 3 people closest without going over. 83. 83. Okay, the number is 83. So let's see the first 3 people closest to 83. I think it's going to be, let's see, Ann Makes and Miriam both got, Ann Makes had 67 before Miriam. So Ann Makes, which 2 do you want? Ann Makes. It looks like it's going to be Ann Makes, then Miriam, and then Vale. Am I correct, guys? Y'all tell me. Ann Makes, Miriam, and then Vale. Is that correct? Vale had, let's see, no, it would be Lisa. So Ann Makes, Miriam, and Vale. Lisa. I'm sorry. It's Lisa. And Lisa, I don't know which Lisa you are. You're going to have to send me your address because all I see is just Lisa. We got we got a few Lisas. Okay, so Ann Makes, which 2 do you want? Ann Makes, you get to pick first. Okay, yes, and Lisa. Yes, thanks, God. No, let's get down. Ann Makes, you get to pick first. Then Miriam gets the next choice. And then Lisa, you get the third choice. All right, I'm waiting on Ann Makes. I'm looking. I don't think she's posted. 8 and 9. Okay, Ann Makes. Ann Makes. Okay, Miriam, you're next. 8 and 9 are taken out. Okay, Ann Makes. Yep, stay down there, baby. Miriam, you're next. I'm trying not to miss anybody. Miss, comments. Miriam, which 2 do you want? I'm waiting on Miriam. Hi, View. See, this is why I know there's a little bit of a lag, but I don't want to wait 5 minutes. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be picking for people. All right, 2 and 4, Miriam said. Miriam wants 2 and 4. Okay, Lisa, which 2 do you want? It's going pretty quick. Okay, Lisa, you're next. Which 2 do you want? 3 and 6. Okay. And Lisa, here's my email. I'm going to put my email. Grab my email, Lisa, because I don't have your address. There we go. All right. Lisa got 3 and 6. All right. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do with USA. USA only, and we'll pick a new number. Okay. 1 to 100. When I type in go, USA only. Okay? All right. There we go. Come on. There it goes. USA only. I'll give that a minute because there's more people USA. And so I hope y'all will have fun. I love doing little giveaways like this. I do. I love doing little giveaways. And let's see. Somebody gave me a super chat. I missed Devin's super chat on Monday. I did message her. Just Jen, RN. Just Jen, I will send you a collage bookmark or something. Thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat. I don't think I have your address either. So send me your address, Just Jen, and I'll send you a thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much, Just Jen. I did message Devin over on IG. Devin, I missed your super chat on Monday. I will be sending Devin an extra something too. So thanks, Just Jen RN, for the super chat. Okay, and email me. Let me put it in here again. There's my email right there. It's always in my about section too, guys, if you ever want to find my email or my P.O. box. All right, I'm going to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last call. Get your number in. Okay, here we go. We're going to pick a new number. New number is 10. And if everybody went over 10, we'll pick a new number. 10. Without going over. Let me scroll all the way back. Let's see. Okay, let's see. We have a 5. So Lovely Crafting Lodge had 5. So she's probably going to be 1. Lovely Crafting. I'm going to look for anybody under 10. View got 7. And View, I'll need to know which address because I know you have 2 addresses. I'll need to know which address to send yours to. Did anybody else? I think everybody else went over. Okay, so wait a minute. Let's see who was the closest. The number was 10. So who was the closest? I think it was View. I think View gets to pick first because she had 7. 7 is closer than you, Lovely Crafty. So View gets to pick first. And then Lovely. And then we need to pick a new number because everybody else went over. You want 11? You get to pick 2, View. Okay, 11 and 12. Okay, View. And View, message me or email me which address to send it to, okay? Because I know you have 2 addresses. So send me which address to mail it to. All right, so View gets those 2. All right, now we got Lovely. Lovely, which 2 do you want? 7 and 10. And Lovely, I think I need your address too. Okay. So you get those two. And now we have to pick a new number because everybody else went over for these last two. Okay. So we're going to pick a new number. Okay. So I'm going to go with everybody's number that's still there. So y'all don't have to put in a new number. I'm going to pick a new number. Okay. From the ones that you already put in. Don't put in another number. 2. Well, everybody went over 2. So I got to pick another one. 43. Whoever's closest to 43 without going over. 43. I'm going to scroll back. 43. Closest to 43 without go up. Regina. Regina Brown got it right on the nose. So Regina, you get these two. How about do I have your address, Regina? For some reason, I think I do, right? You won something kind of recently. So Regina Brown, you get these two. Okay, let me just write it on here. All right. And if you're not sure if I have your address, just send it to me again, guys. You will not hurt my feelings if you resend. I barely remember my own address, let alone you guys's. So Regina, you get those two. Okay. That's the two you wanted? Well, that's the two you got. Okay, good. All right, there we go. So I'll get all these in envelopes and mail them out to y'all probably tomorrow. I'll probably work on them tonight, get them out to you guys tomorrow. So do y'all have any questions, comments, anything? Did y'all get a lot of ideas? Again, on Monday, the plan is on Monday that we'll collage out of these two books into these two books. Okay. We're going to collage into this. That'll be our Monday plan. Any questions, anybody? Yeah, thanks, Debbie Vagabond. Vagabond, Debbie, I still don't have your address. Debbie, I want to send you a thank you. And you have not sent me your address. So you got to send me your address if you want some happy mail. Just saying. Okay, let's see. Do I have any more comments? Things. Oh, you're welcome, Devin. And I hope everybody enjoyed it. I think I'm going to go put some fish and chips in the oven. You do? Oh, okay. Well, did you post it? Text Cheryl. Let me see if I can bring up IG. I'm assuming you put it on IG. You have to tell me what's your name there because I don't remember. Is it Cheryl? On IG, Cheryl, tell me it again. Heryl. Let me see. Is it little sister Cheryl? There's 2. Which one is it? There's 2 little sisters, and that's not it. Let's see. Let's try this one. I think it's is it little sister Cheryl? Shelly. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm thinking Cheryl because you confuse me with the CHER. Okay, it's TCH. Okay, I found it. All right. Hang on. It's loading slowly. It's slowly loading. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, here we go. All right. This is cute. This is nice. Look, guys. She posted her first sketch. I just liked it. Nice. Nice text. Very nice. Thanks, Belinda. So y'all follow TCHER, T Share Castile. Okay, there we go. I call her Tex now because she changed her name, so I call her Tex. Okay, guys, y'all have a blessed rest of your week. And again, we'll work on something out of these books on Monday. And y'all have a great rest of your week and a blessed weekend. And go be inspired. Start a notebook. Just get a stack of copy paper and put a clippy on it, a clipboard, a stack of paper. You can do that. Okay, guys. Bye.